guys have been adventuring in the land of Toivoa. Uh, Most recently out here on the open seas, where you guys are making your way from the land of Shu towards the town of Nausha. As you guys escape the matriarchy, you guys have acquired a ship of the Cervantes fleet. Aboard this ship, you guys have made some allies in the form of liberated slaves and sailors, captains of ships that you bought as slaves, and releasing the mutineers to run off with their ill-gotten gains, and some worshippers of a blood god that you keep in the cargo hold. Last week you managed to unload the drugs that you guys had aboard, and in exchange get some supplies needed for the journey. So, that's where we're going to pick up, is as you guys head off to the east across the ocean. What would you like to do as you have just gotten done meeting with the Schnozen Protectorate and getting the okay after their inspection of your ship?
Not getting sunk despite Cecilia's big mouth.
Correct.
And she thinks that I'm always the one causing problems.
She tried.
Indeed.
Oh, there's Doug. I heard Doug.
Yeah, I heard him briefly. Yeah.
So I guess Cecilia's not gonna be here tonight.
No.
Cecilia will not be here tonight. She is currently indisposed. The player was planning to be here, but something came up yesterday afternoon and apparently has consumed quite a bit of his time.
I mean, he's in Seattle visiting, and there are millions and millions of awesome things to do in the Pacific Northwest, so I cannot blame Madison at all.
Yep. Seattle is a pretty cool place.
It is. My uncle lives there.
So, how far away are we from Narsha right now?
4 days.
4 days. Amer, despite having plenty of delicious food that he bought because he did not want to eat, sailor's food anymore after that one occasion, he is going to try his hand at fishing.
Ooh, awesome. Do you have any fishing equipment?
No. I mean, not directly. Do I have random things I might be able to appropriate into fishing equipment? Absolutely.
How would you like to do this? Because I love appropriation.
I am going to take my rope I have.
Okay.
And I'm gonna thread it out, pull a couple of the threads all the way down.
All right.
I'm gonna take one of the pins from my thieves kit and turn it into a hook.
All right.
And I'm gonna take a ration, which I'm gonna use as bait because I don't want to eat this. So I'm gonna carve a chunk of ration and put it on my hook. And for a pole, what do I have? I can use the pole here.
Jerry's gonna be watching this and not say anything to Amer, and
Yep.
whisper over to Dirty Frank and just be like,
Yep.
"Is there any fishing gear on board?" But like,
Of
not
course,
say it
man.
out
It's
loud.
all down in the hold. I'm loving watching this.
Amer's
Yeah,
gonna walk
don't say
over and
anything.
grab one of the spare harpoons, and he's gonna tie the string below the pointy end, and he's gonna cast using the harpoon as his fishing pole.
You launch a harpoon off.
No, I'm gonna hold on to the harpoon still.
Oh, you're holding on to the harpoon. The harpoon's
Yeah,
your rod.
yeah.
Got it.
It's my rod, yeah, makeshift rod.
Awesome. Okay. The harpoon is sticking out, point end outwards off the side of the ship with a thread of a rope dangling from it 50 feet into the water.
Yeah.
So there's only 50 feet of line on this fishing rod. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. He never said he was a good fisherman. He's just trying.
Dirty Frank and Gerald look at you, and Dirty Frank goes, $50 says not a chance.
You're doing great, Aimer. And I give him a thumbs up.
50 silver. All right, so Aimer, because you do not have actual fishing equipment, and because this is such a jury-rigged system, please roll your survival check with disadvantage.
Oh yeah, I'm not catching shit. Like, okay, apparently I rolled like triple disadvantage, so technically that was only a 10. The cat's
Awesome.
laying on my keyboard.
It's technically a 3, so
Well, I guess I don't know which order the dice threw in because it's disadvantage.
yeah, I've got it as 10, 3, 16.
Oh, okay, that's the order it rolled in. Okay, that's not how it showed up on the page when the dice hit.
All good.
3.
So, with a 3, a fish bites your bait, pulls hard, the line slides to the end of the harpoon where the barb is and slices the knot off. Your line and hook and ration are gone.
Aimer, very upset, throws the harpoon to where the line was.
Brennan
Okay.
just laughs.
The boat has lost a harpoon.
After just seeing that and Jerry's in awe, at that what he just witnessed. Jerry is going to see if he can find like a old barrel or something
Sure.
and try to chunk it in the water and attempt to use his grappling harpoon again to take a shot at it.
All right.
I'm not sure what I roll for that.
This is a dexterity check because you are still learning siege weapons. With a 10, the grappling harpoon impacts the barrel and you are able to retrieve it.
Nice. Okay.
So we count that as a success in your training with siege weapons.
Aimer's like, oh, well, I want to try. I might suck at fishing, but I bet I can do that.
He will, after witnessing it, he'll be like, I promise you it'll go better than your fishing attempt, and he'll reload it for Aimer and then chunk the barrel back out in the water.
It goes splash into the water.
Just raw decks.
It's straight decks. You do not have proficiency bonus in siege weapons yet. So, with a 21, you plug the bung hole in the barrel and retrieve the barrel. You gain a check mark towards becoming proficient with siege weapons.
I should have gone fishing with this. Can you go fishing with this? Aimer says,
For a
like
really
looking
big
like
fish.
shocked. One day. One day. Aimer goes up to Dirty Frank and be like, so how often you guys see those fish that I can catch with that harpoon gun?
He smiles. You mean like that one? As a dolphin jumps.
Aimer's gonna try.
He looks at you. You can shoot it. It ain't gonna taste good.
Oh, well. Okay, let me know when one jumps that tastes good, okay?
Right. He looks to Gerald for help. By the time a fish has jumped and gone back under, the time to shoot it is over.
Just tell
So
him
unless
that,
the fish
tell him that
is
he'll see
right
one.
next to the ship.
Just tell him that he'll see one and just, make him happy. He's like a little kid. Just keep him happy.
Oh, got it. There should be one in about an hour.
I'm coming back in an hour then. Got anything to drink on the boat?
We got ale and cider and water.
Man, that stuff sounds foul. I'll have the cider. Water's awful. Aimer says as he goes down to the galley and starts drinking cider.
Cool. Traditionally, that's accurate because water was hard to keep fresh.
That's why there's always fresh milk on boats. Because milk tastes very good.
Turtles. I learned this. Whalers had turtles because you could keep them without feeding them for a long
Yeah. You can always cook them down if you needed to.
Cook them down.
I guess the next thing, Jerry, after everyone's kind of doing their stuff on the boat, Jerry will just climb up into the crow's nest and just kind of use his makeshift telescope to scope out to see if he sees anything of interest in the general vicinity.
Sure. Please roll a perception check. With a 13 perception, you scan the horizon. You do see that Snows Protectorate ship sailing away from you guys. You can still see land off to the east, but you guys are making your way westward, or sorry, off to the west, and you're making your way eastward away from that towards the open sea. At the moment, that's pretty much all you can see is the big ship and the land fading away.
Hammer comes back and he goes, Jerry. He goes, one day I tell you, I'm stealing a ship that big.
We can steal that ship in the future, but way in the future, once we're maybe level 20. You said it was like 10 stories high, right?
Yes.
Like it's like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and you got your little ship, and you're like, I'll take you on one day. Just let me level up a whole lot first.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Snows Protectorate vessels are 8 decks above the waterline, 2 decks below.
Are there any maybe logs on the ship that talk about potential dangers or navigational things that have dangers that we could potentially discover?
Yes and no. Which is fun because this ship usually did the trip from Sahua to Bourbon and back, and down to the South Cove. This ship hasn't gone north to where you guys are yet, so this is virgin area for the ship.
Okay, would there be any like literature books or anything of like? I mean, I'm just this is
Yeah.
super reach, but anything
Let's go
about-
ahead and let's, for good measure, let's roll a D100 and see about the library on board. Okay, sure. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll say that there's some general literature about the northern areas of this area.
I
So
just wanna look
things
for
you'll be
things
able
like
to
a-
expect are small dragons, usually sea-based dragons, some elementals. There's some merfolk that wander the areas. There are some Sahagwin that come through. There are a variety of shark people that do raid various ships that are alone and seen as easy prey. There's all sorts of things you might run into out here.
Wonderful. I'll kind of throw the book on the captain's desk just so it's readily available in the event that we come across something that I recognize.
All right, Cecilia takes it and goes, well, if you are going to take something out, you should put it away. How primitive.
Maybe you should read it instead of talking so much.
Well, maybe you should go outside instead of talking so much.
Fine. And I'll gladly walk out and close the door and be like, and I'll kind of peek over my shoulder to see if she's actually reading the book after I said that.
No, she's just going to put it away.
Oh, okay.
So Brennan asks, what are we selling drugs to mermen? Like, is that the plan?
I mean, I'm not against it. We're out of drugs though.
We're out of drugs. That's right. You guys almost died. No. What are we doing though?
We're going to Narsha.
Okay. What's
We're
there?
hunting down. We're chasing down the demon.
Okay.
And God only knows what else. Cecilia and Echo had some plan. I don't think I was paying attention when they talked about it.
Echo, what's your plan?
So we're heading east.
You're real quiet, Doug.
Oh, sorry. Let's see if I can adjust that. So we're heading northeast because we have leads on some of Echo's or some of my backstory, some of my history. Maybe we can gather some information on Vagradan, the battle that Vagradan and Amarazi have fought in the past, and see if there's maybe a way to bring Amarazi back, or maybe a way to defeat Vagradan. We're hoping that this is kind of the only lead we have in that direction, so we're kind of hoping that if we head, I mean, it's going to be a long trip, but if we can get there, maybe we can get some information on how to beat Vagradan.
And to refresh Brendan's memory, because I think he was hammered the first time we talked about it, and then it's kind of been here or there. Vagradan is the name of this demon that we're looking for?
No,
No,
Vagradan
giant-
is the
dragon.
giant dragon.
He's the dragon.
Yep,
Totally
he's the dragon.
separate.
Zokareth is the name of the demon.
Don't say that out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah! That's why I went ahead and volunteered that as the GM.
It's like Biggie Smalls. You don't say his name 3 times, you know?
Whose?
Biggie Smalls?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Nice. Handyman.
Oh.
So how do we think Amarazi could assist with Vagradan?
Amarazi's a giant dragon.
Yeah, Amarazi was a dragon equally as fierce as Vagradan. He was a ginormous red dragon that protected a lot of territory. He had a horde under a mountain. He protected. Well, anyway, he was a defender of good. And he and Vagradan had a battle, and it lasted for weeks, I guess.
Yep.
And Vagradan won. And so we think that Amarazi, if Vagradan can come back, then Amarazi can come back. And maybe Amarazi can help us defeat Vagradan.
What type of dragon's Vagradan?
He's a two-headed, some type of blue dragon. What is?
No, he's red.
What is he?
He is bluish black.
Oh, okay.
And he's a noodle dragon. So he's one of those really long, skinny dragons.
Technically one of the Asian dragons, yes.
Asian dragons.
Noodle dragon.
Noodle dragon.
Brendan knows nothing about that.
But he has 2 heads, at least.
Yep.
Do we know how he attacks? What he can produce?
There was a flashback that Echo had of teeth, claws, flame, and acid. But that's all the stuff you guys have as far as his actual attacks go, because the only thing you guys have seen is him tearing his body up from underground, rending the forest and jungle apart because he just picked himself up off of the ground.
Yeah.
And we don't think that we're capable of taking this dragon on.
I don't think so.
It's 3 miles long. Like, maybe I might be able to climb on its back where it can't touch me. I'm like near the tail and like hold on for dear life while I try to stab it and annoy it to death. I might be able to annoy it to death.
Yeah.
Testing it on Cecilia first. If it works there, then we'll try it on Vagradan.
Maybe we could feed the horse to keep it distracted.
I'm pretty sure it would just like.
Whoa.
That sounds like a plan.
The horse has better stats than you, Brennan. So watch it.
Oh no!
So I think you missed it, Brennan, probably by a week or maybe 2 weeks. Echo has the memories of an ancient gold dragon, and
Yeah.
Amarazi. And he was born a gold kobold, a winged gold kobold. And in the kobold tribes and societies, they kind of celebrate winged kobolds because they see it as a sign and a favor of the dragons that they worship. But at the same time, behind closed doors, they kind of hiss and spit and kick anybody that's an individual or has an individual identity or has any favor such as wings. And so he's kind of tortured and practically ran out of his tribe altogether. Not to mention he's a sorcerer and has magical ability, and that doesn't help either. So he's pretty much ostracized from his tribe. And then he has these memories of being a dragon, which doesn't help at all either. He doesn't know if they're really his memories, which he's believed most of his life that they really are. Somehow that's part of his identity. Until recently, he's starting to wonder if maybe they're not part of his identity, but somehow he has these memories because Vagradan and Amarazi are somehow reemerging. Of course, Vagradan showed up, so now he's thinking that Amarazi can show up. So that's kind of his story and where he is right now. He's kind of puzzled. He's not sure about himself, but he has a pretty good grasp on magic.
Character. Did Echo got that note? I can't remember from where or when. That had like that secret message on it. Did he share it with anybody, or did he keep it to himself in character?
No, I think he shared it. I think we all looked at it.
Well, I mean,
I think
okay.
Amir saw it and Cecilia saw it, right?
Yeah, I know. Amir saw it.
Yeah.
I vaguely recall what it looks like.
I will go ahead and, for good measure, you guys
in
can
the journal.
Yeah, you guys can look at it in the journal there.
I was just wondering if Sweet August Rose, is aware of aware of its existence in character.
I have placed the strip of parchment so everybody can see the strip of parchment in the journal in Roll20.
I'm just gonna say that she is aware of it. So on that note, she's gonna look at Echo. She's been frowning this whole time, kind of lost in thought ever since the encounter with the protector. But she turns and looks at Echo and says, "Yeah, wasn't there like a note or something that you got?"
Yes, I never deciphered it. I worked on it quite a bit, and I had a plan for deciphering it. I think I got about halfway, but I never did finish it.
Can I take a look at it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So she'll take the note and she'll pull out her book. She'll rip out a page and make a copy of the message on the parchment before handing the original back to Echo. And she's just going to sit down and just start working on it. She's in a bad mood. She needs to distract herself.
Yep. Oh, what do you have on this?
I'm just gonna wait. We'll wait an appropriate amount of time.
Okay. Interesting.
I mean, yeah, I imagine this is gonna take several hours in game.
So it takes you several hours, as in real life it's taking you 5 weeks.
What? No, it took me 2 days to do.
2 days?
Yeah,
Okay.
2 days.
Oh,
2 days.
did you actually solve it? Did you actually solve it in person?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
spent about 4 hours on it. So,
well, the trick was one of you guys had mentioned that the number 4 one, the little down slash, is space. And once I do that with space, I marked off all the empty spaces, and then I figured it has to do with Amarazi, so I looked for a 10-letter word
Are
And
you
I found-
kidding me?
and
I
I
didn't
found
think
Amar-
of that.
I found Amarazi, and then I just worked from there.
Oh, I didn't figure that. So I knew that 4 was a space, and what I was doing is I was numbering and I was counting the numbers, and I was going to take the most populated character and go through the alphabet and say, okay, this is the most popular character, so that must, and do a, one for one cipher. So I think I would have cracked it eventually. I just never did finish numbering everything.
Once I had Amarazi, because I checked, and all the repeated letters match Amarazi, and Amarazi is a pretty unique name or word. So it's
Four,
it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth line. It's like in the middle of the fifth line. But then once I had that, I was able to fill in the others, and then I was able to work from there. So yeah, you know what? I'll just post it.
So, 4.
Unless you guys want to continue role playing while she works on this.
Oh, so the number 5 is an A.
Hold on, let me pull up. Where did I put it?
Let's see what you got here. Number 5
Is that right?
is not an A.
No.
No.
What language is this?
It's English.
Parchment?
Also,
Yeah.
also,
The
Eric, there's,
strip of parchment is English.
also, Eric, there's a
I'm
spelling
looking at
error.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Unless I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say dragon, but it says Drahan.
Nope. It does say dragon.
No, I don't think so.
It does because G and H are the same symbol.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, that explains it. Okay. But anyways, assuming you guys don't want to keep, I don't know, shooting dolphins, and role playing like being the Sunkist, tuna company.
Wow.
I mean, if you solved it, yeah, if you solved
Yeah.
it, I mean, that's not cheating if you solved it.
After a while, she's working on it, and she's just with her brush, she's thinking, and then she says, "Oh, I think, huh, Echo, can you come over here?"
Yeah, I'll come over there.
Shoot, where did I put the? Here we
And
go.
don't tell me you figured it out, because I've been working on it and I could not figure it out.
Well, okay, so I don't know what language this is, but I think it says, "May the shadow of the Drahan," I'm assuming that's dragon, "remain as such, lest they be slain. Should Amarazi rise, Echo Rex dies."
Oh, that's interesting.
And she hands the note back to.
I guess that makes sense though, because they don't think he'd be a kobold and a dragon at the same time.
Wow, that's a good point.
So I'm going to go ahead and because you did get the translation correct, I'm going to go ahead and on the strip of parchment, I'm going to put that in the notes where you guys can see it here. So paste, save. There you go.
Yeah, it was hard putting in text over this because the parchment is light, but the letters are dark, so I couldn't find a font that actually looked good.
Nope, that's intentional.
So I just did pink.
Cool.
Oh, wait, oops, that's the wrong chat.
If you guys pull up the strip of parchment now, you'll see the translation with the sheet.
Now, this was delivered to us. What did we discover about the person that delivered it to us?
You did not discover anything about them because the very next thing that happened was you guys went into the next map where the two skulls were, and you guys resurrected
Oh,
Vacrodan.
right. There was that mysterious stranger. That's right.
It was.
Fuck.
Yeah.
We forgot about that.
Yeah, no, I didn't forget about that. And the thing that we never identified who it was. But I mean,
No,
if
they
they
got
wanted
away.
to kill a couple
Well,
of us,
they
probably
escaped,
had the
right? They like
chance.
ran through the trees and shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh. But she just shrugs and stands up and stretches. Presumably it's well. It was nighttime when the protector had arrived.
Right.
So I guess it's like morning now.
Morning time, yeah.
Well, I didn't finish trancing, so I'm gonna go trance. I look at Echo and then I look at Gerald and Emer, who are presumably doing something equally dumb that they were a couple hours ago. Make sure they don't sink the boat, Echo. she's gonna go downstairs and trance.
Okay.
Jerry is talking to Dirty Frank and trying to understand how to rudimentary be able to drive the boat.
Okay. Frank will try to give you a lesson. Let's go ahead and learning how to drive this ship would be an intelligence check. Just got to beat a straight 10 as we're going to see how well you learn. Awesome. We will progress towards learning how to drive sea vehicles.
Awesome.
Cool. Anyone else doing anything this morning as the ladies of the party have left the guys on board deck unsupervised?
Amer is going to practice shooting barrels because he can't catch fish.
All right.
No one told him where fishing equipment was, so he's still frustrated about it.
Yep. As you go and you spend the next couple of hours shooting barrels off the nose of the ship, at some point, Frank's going to leave the wheel in Gerald's possession for just a couple moments in order to come up to you and be like, dude, you're wearing out the ballista. Take this. And he hands you what looks like a donut. It's about 11 inches in diameter. It's got line wrapped around it. Fishing line. And a series of 6 hooks are tied onto the end of it.
Frank, why didn't you give me this yesterday?
You didn't ask.
I don't normally ask. I normally steal everything. I didn't take inventory, though. I didn't ask
Yeah.
for anything.
Right, but you're being annoying as fuck. So here, go fishing.
Amer is going to try to steal the belt off of Frank's pants. So as Frank says that, his pants just drop in front of everyone as he walks away.
Roll your sleight of hand, please. Oh, I can actually make that. I can actually make that. Let's see here. 1d20 plus 7. Come on, Frank. Bam!
Oh!
Frank catches you trying to steal his rope of a belt, and he does not allow you to do so.
All right, Frank. You get away with being sassy this time. Amer kind of says with a wink and starts getting prepared to go fishing.
All right. You will return back to Gerald and prevent him from crashing the ship into a wave. Brennan, what are you doing this delightful morning?
Brendan was in that library while they were playing grab ass out there. Just looking at some of the journals. And he's interested in this strip of parchment that he had no idea, what it was.
Yeah.
He's gonna ask the group, do we have any other things? Do we have any other things that we should know about? Like
Any other secrets?
tablets.
Any other tablets, secrets, scrolls, things that you guys have not deciphered, anything like that?
No, I don't think so. I think that was it. Cecilia has that mask. I don't know what's going on with it.
Jerry will say, I got something for you, and then he'll reach into like a bag, and then he'll pull out his hand and flick them off.
That's better than what I was expecting.
At least he's not Porky Pigging it.
It's early. It's early.
Yeah, next you'll get dick in a box, but currently I'm dressed.
We got
All right.
work up to that.
if you want to see the other thing, I'm going to go ahead and move the strip of parchment down into the handouts at this point because you guys figured that one out. But if you want to look in the journal at the different handouts, you'll be able to find them in there.
Yeah, I see a few tablets. That's all.
Yeah, those are tablets that they had to figure out in order to get through some of the previous dungeon crawls.
Got it. Okay. Nothing
Yeah, but
forward.
none of those are. Yeah, none of those are active.
Okay.
All right. So, and you can see the map of the Weeping City in there. That is a city that they had to go through and clear out previously in the adventure.
So Brennan's going to ask the group. You know, it seems like I understand what you're saying with our Cobalt friend. I get the idea about what's happening, but doesn't that parchment start out with saying the shadow of the dragon remain as such? Because we seem pretty hell bent on doing the opposite, which might be a good thing, but I don't know.
Sorry.
It says here that maybe it's not something to think about.
Yeah. So
Can I get an insight check from Brennan real quick?
We're not very smart.
Well, that I'm going to just give him automatically.
We're not
So,
high
there's-
intelligence, we're high wisdom.
well, this is
Right.
this is really new information. So
Um,
there's that.
So, the important thing to, because you got a 6, I'm not going to give you too much information, but the important thing to know about this message is they received this the day was supposed to be the day before they discovered the dragon skulls that they reactivated and caused essentially the apocalypse to come back.
Lest they be slain. Okay.
And they didn't read it, they didn't decode it, they kept it a secret between two of them, and they didn't tell anybody about it. Until Sweet August Rose is like, there's something in their pockets, and I'm going to find out what it is. And there we go.
Yeah, the reoccurrence of Bagradan though was a trap and an accident. There was no intention there.
If you had decoded it, you would have known not to mess with it.
If
I'm
you
not
had
so
opened a chest with an axe.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure though. There's nothing here that warns us what to do or not to do at the next site.
Fair enough. But you also shouldn't open
Yeah,
a barrel with an axe.
I didn't open a barrel.
Well, this is cool. No, I mean, this is good, Brennan's, learning and like. So the shadow's not shadow anymore because it's been reanimated. So the dragon is
There you go.
here, lest they be slain. Okay. All right. So if we kill, it's not here anymore.
We barely survived because
Yeah.
your character is aware of the ecological damage just this thing returning to life did. It upended the countryside. Trees were strewn. It was like a hurricane almost. Hit the jungle. Trees were uprooted. It was messed up. So yeah, you saw that. If you were near Asatoro, you saw that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not Asatoro. That was the capital. Suwa. If you were near Suwa, you saw that. So
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in a sense, do we know that the shadow of the dragon refers to Amarazi? I guess that makes sense.
Should he rise? He
Not-
dies.
Yeah, not to mention, we don't know how reliable the source of the message was anyway.
Right.
I don't think it's a threat, because if it was a threat, then they probably could have done something to us while we were camping that night. So I don't think it was a threat, but yeah, we don't know what their intention is. If they're good or bad, or we don't know anything about it. Maybe
This is all the. Huh.
maybe we leave Amarazi alone, but at least if we head in this direction, we can get more information on Vagradan too. So
Yeah.
not just Amarazi, we need information on Vagradan. So
Also, the last time we saw Mr. V or Mr. O or whatever his name was, the demon, he was heading east. He was heading east last time we saw him, though that
Correct.
he could have changed direction at any time, and we wouldn't know. So,
Sure.
because he is a demon, and he's also an asshole. So,
Emphasis on asshole.
Does Echo Rex know how the parchment ends?
I mean, I just told him, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Echo, how do you feel about this?
I just
Yeah.
dropped this on him, and now he's processing it. So enjoy
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Echo doesn't know yet how he feels about that. I kind of disappointed. Kind of disappointed for a long time. For the last, I don't know, 6 years or so, he's kind of seen himself and Amarazi as one instead of two individuals. But this indicates that maybe they really are two individuals. So he's kind of disappointed because he felt like maybe Amarazi was maybe he was going to turn into Amarazi or something of that nature. I don't know.
Well, that might not be excluded in what it says.
Yeah.
You know, Echo Rex dies, but that might be the transformation. But also, you don't know that. So there's, there's room for some critical error involved.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get more information. We don't have enough information yet.
And we might run into this demon as well. Yeah.
So as the sun rises to noon, it begins to get very warm on deck. Aimer, now that you have fishing equipment, can I get a survival check normally from you?
Yeah. Do this one. Survival at +2.
Awesome.
Now I roll well.
You will catch a snapper.
A red one?
You know
Or
what?
a
Let's
colored
find out.
snapper fish?
This would be a green snapper.
Ooh. Oh, look what I got, Frank! Look what I got! How big is it?
Let's have you go ahead and roll a 1d24.
Roll girth.
It's an 18-pound fish.
Oh, look at this! Bigger than your fucking head, Frank!
It's bigger than my freaking torso, dude. This is a good catch. Yeah. Yeah, probably good. As long as you make sure you don't pierce that one gland.
What one gland?
It's right here behind the gill. You see right here? The spot underneath there, when you skin it, there's a gland. If you pierce it, the whole fish tastes like mud.
All right. Well, want to watch me try to fillet this here then? Let's try it out.
All right.
Really
And he looks at you. You got a knife?
Aimer like pulls back his cloak, and then he sees like a half dozen daggers, just like lined against the inside of his cloak.
He looks at you. Yeah, but you got a fillet knife.
Are they sharper than these?
He looks at you. Yeah.
Well, then no.
What you've got is you have daggers for stabbing and attacking things. A fillet knife is a very specific razor edge with a spring into the blade so that it follows the bones of a fish without cutting through the bones of a fish.
I'm a murderer, Frank. I'm not a fisherman. Do we have a fillet knife on board, you cock?
Of course. We got him down to the galley.
All right, come on with me, Frank. You're gonna watch me to make sure I don't do this, or I'm stabbing you with the fillet knife.
You go do that down there with one of the other guys. I'm gonna stay up here. Thanks very much.
Gerard,
I think someone needs to watch Frank. I think Brennan can help you. He's pretty good with shit like that.
I hope I cut this gland and you eat it all, Frank.
Brendan's just like
Alright.
in deep, deep thought, thinking, like, we should have kept the drugs to get the dragon high. You know, that would have been...
There's a whole barrel of frenzy on the dragon.
Yeah, just give the fucking Armageddon dragon combat drugs. That'll work.
It's like a flat cannon, like just powdered smoke is blowing off in the sky.
Dude.
Aimer goes down to the galley, by the way,
Yep.
and to make it more fun, first I'm gonna grab a fillet knife. What do I want to roll to fillet this?
Dang it, sleight of hand. Yeah, alright.
Yeah. So then
So-
what he does as well though, as he's filleting it, after he's done, he uncorks his ever smoking bottle,
Uh-oh.
and he's like,
Indoors?
yeah, it's below the galley. I'm gonna pretend.
Oh.
Oh God!
No.
Something happened. I think I started a fire. I'm gonna roll deception and try to lie to everyone.
Fucking asshole.
The galley is instantly filled with smoke, and you are having a hard time breathing. Alright?
Oh no, the consequences.
Running out,
It's the
yelling
consequence
at-
of my actions.
There's a fire?
I always said help, but something happened.
Smoke rises from below decks and begins spreading across the ship.
Well, a moderate wind makes it go away after 1 minute, so it's not going to last very long. Aimer says the command word to turn it off, and
Okay.
and wanders like to a non-smoky area holding his fish.
Jerry's gonna come busting through the door and just throw a bucket of water directly onto your face.
Roll an athletics check versus acrobatics, please.
God damn.
He does dodge out of the way of the bucket of water, and the bucket
I
of
hope-
water goes sailing across the entire galley, getting everything wet.
I hold my fish out, so you just cleaned my fish for me with the bucket of water as I'm walking by. Thanks, Jerry.
Did you
I'm
put
gonna
the
go-
fire out?
Oh, there was no fire. So you guys get for being dicks. Aimer says as he whistles to go out and start like curing his fish.
God damn it.
All right. So, as you take your fish to go get cooked and cured and set up for dinner, what are you going to be doing, Echo Rex?
Yeah, Echo's not doing much. Echo's not doing much right now.
All right.
He's maybe practicing with his tentacle whip. He's a tentacle rod. He's rather
Ooh, practicing with his tentacle rod.
Yeah, he's rather interested in this.
Phrasing.
Is it more of a mace or a whip?
It's a cross between the two.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you're practicing with that. Miss Rose gets done trancing about 2 p.m.
Yeah, she goes and gets a bowl of whatever food is available, and she's probably gonna go just walk around and actually see Echo practicing with the whip. She'll just walk up to him, behind him where it's safe, and just watch him. After a moment, she'll just ask like, Echo, do you have a minute to talk?
Yeah, sure.
She sits down next to him so they're eye level. Normally, I'd probably have this conversation with Cecilia, but she seems rather pissed at the moment. Do you believe in fate?
Oh, that's interesting. Yes, yeah, I think I do believe in fate.
Hmm.
That's interesting that you ask. Right now.
Well, it's something I've always disagreed with my master about. Like he believes in destiny, and I never have. But recent events have started having me question that belief. You seem like the intelligent sort, so I figured I'd pick your brain about it.
So So imagine. So if fate and destiny are not a thing and they're not real, then what is the purpose of all this? Everything that we're a part of and everything that we can see and touch. So the gods are all above us or below us, and they're watching everything that we do. And a lot of times they jump in, but without any of us and any of what we do, none of this matters, and they would have nothing to care about.
See that's what I thought. I thought that you ask if there is no destiny, if there is no fate, then nothing matters. I thought that was true. I mean, nothing does matter. Nothing matters. Ultimately, there's only power and what you can do with this one life that you have. But
So without the destiny, without the fate and destiny of mortals, I mean, why would any of this exist? Any of what we can see and do, why would any of it exist? I mean,
it's a testing
do you think
ground.
all of this is just by accident? That this ship was built by accident?
I mean, no, it was made by whoever built the ship, Cervantes, the maker who constructed it. But that's my point. It's just these people had power and skills, and they could affect the world the way that they wanted, so they did. And ultimately, the action is the point. That's what I always thought, anyways. But it's just there's just been too many coincidences. I ran into you guys completely by accident. That was 100% honest truth. But the chances that I get hired to kill a demon that just so happens to have murdered everyone Gerald, loved and cared about. And at the same time, just all these other strange coincidences. We run into that protectorate captain who happened to be aware of something that happened a very long time ago, one specific shipwreck that happened almost a century ago. It makes me wonder, because my master always said, one often meets their destiny on the road to avoid it, and it's just making me wonder, because this is something we've disagreed about for 40 years.
So
I'm sorry.
I've never really believed in accidents.
Yes.
Nothing that I've ever done has been by accident. So I have to imagine that nothing that has been done by those around me was done by accident. I don't think the gods interact and do what they do by accident. I can't imagine that any of this is by accident.
Well, it's not about.
Cervantes didn't build this ship by accident.
Well, it's not about accident.
His parents didn't. I mean, he may have been an accident, but but they knew what they were doing when they had that accident. I don't believe in coincidence and accidents. Everything has a purpose. Somebody's will is involved.
Well, that I have no doubt of, because, like I said, will is what power and the will to use it is what affects the world, and everything is just the consequences of those actions. Everybody is scrambling to do whatever they want to do, be it a lowly little ant building a nest to the gods deciding, this nation has to be crushed under sky islands today. Who knows? But I don't think there is a grand plan. I just think it's chaos, or at least I thought it was, but I don't know. It's just this last few days have been very stressful, in a different way than Cecilia's.
So, do you have to figure this out today?
Oh no, I mean, these are questions I've been thinking about for over a century. So
yeah, give it time. Maybe the answer will come to you. I mean,
Oh my god.
it's not something. It's not something you and I are going to figure out right here, but maybe we can figure out later on. I think people have been struggling with these questions for a really long time, long before you and I were ever here. Long before probably Amarazi and Vagardan were even around.
Fair enough. Well, thank you for sharing your opinions with me. You've given me a lot to think about.
Is it your destiny you're worried about? I mean,
Oh, I'm not worried about my destiny. It just makes me wonder if there is a plan, who made that plan? Because I want to find them and kill them if they did make that plan.
things aren't working out the way that you planned.
You know, I wonder sometimes, like, if things had been different, who would I be today? Would I? Yeah, I sometimes when I'm feeling melancholy, yeah, that thought just crosses my mind. Like, who could I have been had certain events not happened? I don't know.
I would have been stuck in a cave with a bunch of smelly kobolds.
I mean, you know, kobolds. You know, people give kobolds a lot of shit, but I think they're cute.
Well, they have their moments for sure.
I could honestly say you're the most adorable kobold I've ever seen, and you have very
Yeah,
pretty wings too.
Well, thank you. Adorable is what I was going for.
Yeah, but how? By the way, how did you get out of that cave? I mean, I know you guys raided some city or something before I joined. How did you meet Cecilia? She's hinted at that, like you had some sort of, she was about to kill you or something.
Cecilia and I, let's see, Eric, I can't remember. Did we meet on the road? We met on the road, didn't we?
You met on the road, yes.
So-
Cecilia came with her friend who is missing
So sad.
and has had an antagonistic and tolerant relationship interchangeably with Echo Rex.
Yeah, so we met on the road. She had a companion. We ran into another group of adventurers, and we've been basically rotating our friends and our group around quite a bit. I think Cecilia and I are now the only two that originally set off on that road to the Weeping City. We did not get along very well. As you know, she has a temper, and she doesn't hide her feelings very well. She does not like being called Cece, evidently. We came to blows several times.
I'll remember that.
Yeah, we came to rather mortal blows a couple of times.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but somehow I think with her friend Dante, who's no longer with us, but I think her friend Dante helped us get through that spell.
I mean, I met him briefly. Actually, he was there when we met, but he left literally as soon as I joined y'all. He said he had something to do in the east.
Yep.
Hey, maybe we'll run into him.
He was Cecilia's best friend, and I think he is what set her on this journey to discover the truth about Garden Soul. For some reason, she started to doubt her teachings and her background, and Dante was a part of that doubt, and she continued the journey even though he's not with us anymore. And so now it looks like somehow that task has fallen to me.
She does seem to respect you most out of everyone in the party, so keep up the good job preventing her from going
killing
back to
the rest
her.
of us. Yeah.
Yeah, going back to her Jozo side roots.
Yeah, she's come a long way. She's been tested to her faith has been tested quite a bit. So I think she's going through some sort of transformation too. So we'll see.
Maybe it's destiny. She kind of says that like it's like she doesn't quite believe it.
I think it could be.
I'm sorry. I am interrupting your practice with that tentacle mace.
Yeah. Yep. You want me to hit you with it?
Hey, if you want to spar, yeah, I'm down. I need to exercise. I'm getting stir crazy on this ship.
I think it's pretty nasty.
And yeah, she'll draw the katana she stole from some dead person a while back and start using it and sparring with Echo.
Okay.
And yeah, is it just to give him some practice? Hitting the air is not very good. You need to be able to try to hit a moving target.
Yep.
One that's trying to kill you. Yeah.
Can we get a attack from Mr. Rex? A 24 to hit you, Sweet August Rose.
That does hit. Yeah,
You're going to suffer 4 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that was pretty good. I wasn't expecting, a magic user to be able to use their weapon that well.
I think the magic is actually in the item. That's one of the things that's drawn me to it. Yeah, there's abilities in the item. It gives. Yeah, it's not going to be my go-to thing, but I think it's going to come in handy.
But yeah, she'll just keep helping him practice with it.
Cool. Awesome. So, it's going to get to be mid-afternoon. I'm going to assume that Amer eventually stops walking around with his fish and he eventually cooks it.
Yes, but I before that, I was walking around showing it off, and as I was doing that as well, I put that stinky gland that Frank said not to say, I put it under his pillow.
All right.
And then Amer will go back to the galley, and I don't think he's a very good cook.
Okay.
So he's gonna wander around and try to find someone who's actually a good cook.
All right. The good cook is Simeon. He is the crew chef. Crew cook.
Simeon, I got all this fish. What do you suggest?
Suggest we fry it. Then we eat it.
I guess that's simple enough. All right, here you go. Amer puts down like
fish to Simeon. Got it.
Yeah, like 12 pounds of fish after it's been gutted and everything.
Sure. All right. Well, Simeon will cook the fish for you. It's real easy. I mean, it's just breaded and with an egg wash and fry it up.
I'm looking at how Amer is built, and nothing here screams good cook. So,
Okay.
Amer's gonna take notes, for the future, but he's just gonna let Simeon do the work as he samples things as they come out.
Sure. Cool. So, the food comes out. It's delicious. I mean, it's hot. There's enough food for most of the crew. Between this and some rice, everybody's gonna get a nice, good meal tonight.
I did something productive.
All right. So, anything anybody want to do before sunset today?
While we're eating, I'm coincidentally eating as well. We're all hanging out, eating this awesome fried fish. And Brandon's going to say, we found some things around the boat that generally describe where we're going in the library, but I wonder, any of the sailors here, have you ever ventured into these waters on a different venture on your own, or have any idea of expectations or things we might encounter?
Jameson speaks up. I've been here before. We're in for a bit of a doozy, you know. Usually there's storms up here. They come up out of the middle of the night and rock the ships. Expect one tonight. The sunset tonight was blue. Makes me
What?
feel blue to my soul.
Wait, what do you mean a storm is coming?
Don't you know anything, lass? There's going to be a storm tonight because we had a blue sunset.
Wait. The ship can take it though, right?
Well, of course. Cervantes ships don't sink on accident. Not unless you, like, blow a hole in the side by hitting a barrel with an axe. But, no. The ship will be fine. The question is, will we on board be fine? The ship, yes. If you wish to lash yourself to the ship, it's likely you'll live through it. Beaten, bruised, and battered, maybe, but you live. Question is, what kind of ship shape will the ship be in after that? The sails might be torn if we don't pull them down. However, we might not make it through the storm if we don't have them blowing us along. To have the decisions of a captain tonight, that's something I do not wish on anybody.
Amer looks at Jerry and goes, "Sucks to suck."
I'm the captain.
Yeah, Brennan's asking, who's the captain?
It's not me. You're the one who's ordering Frank around.
This is the problem. with
Jerry will
democracy.
gladly step into this role.
Cecilia goes, I will not be underneath a Captain Gerald.
Well,
He's acting vice captain.
that's between you and him, and I won't judge you on your preference in men, Cecilia.
Oh, the meme lord strikes. So, Cecilia
Is there a
is
pirate
going
hat
to look at
anywhere?
Jerry.
Is there
You're
a
the first
captain's hat
mate.
anywhere?
Is there a captain's hat anywhere? There is, but it is disgusting at the moment.
Jerry will put on the disgusting captain hat, and then literally for the rest of the evening he'll be sitting with his chest higher than normal.
We're a blood-soaked, gut-filled captain's hat.
Madison?
I have my cap of water breathing on, so it's kind of like I have like a cap, like a do-rag of water breathing with
Yep.
the captain's hat on top of it, so it's giving me some protection.
Awesome. So, Gerald is claimed captainship of the ship.
Is this kind of like how we were going to give a ring of water walking to Atlas through his nipple?
What?
You're not
I think that was something that you said out loud, but at no point in time did the group ever agree to that.
No, we talked about it. If you go look at the chat, it was definitely talked about.
And then Jerry will stand up after eating dinner, and he's gonna quickly play his pipe of haunting, but not to scare anyone, but to practice it. And so he's gonna use it like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory's like flute, where he stands where he's doing to the Oompa Loompas. He's gonna stand up and be like, and he's gonna go, everyone back to work.
All
Walk
right.
out of the room.
So one of the two women that we freed last week,
Yes.
those two women were actually seafaring. I mean, one of them was a captain originally on her own ship.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm going to track her down and talk to her and say, look,
Not hard to
evidently
track.
it sounds like we're going to have bad weather tonight, so we need to start making preparations, as far as I want to understand the sails and the tack.
Sure. Are you going to put me in charge tonight?
I think you're in charge of the crew every night. I think you're going to be in charge of
So I'm the
Dirty
first
Frank.
mate.
They're dirty boys. I think you're going to be in charge of the dirty boys for sure.
You think they'll
As far
accept
as-
that?
I think if they don't, Cecilia's going to probably kill them. So they need to. I think they're paid to do what we ask them to do, and if we ask them to listen to you, I think they'll do that, and they're paid quite well.
Very well. Okay.
And you're a woman, and this is Shu. I mean, I think they're kind of used to it, aren't they?
But we are kind of far from Shu at the moment.
Yeah, I guess so. You can have them talk to me if they have anything to say about it.
Very well.
But yeah, let's make sure the ship's good to go. I don't know how
All
many
right.
people are normally on. How many people are normally on watch? At night?
I would not let any less than 4 people be on watch.
Okay, we'll do that, and then I'll make sure one of my guys is on watch too.
Okay.
Amber will take 4 hours of watch at any given moment because he only needs to rest for 4 hours.
Cool.
Yeah, Sweet August Rose, after she's pumping herself up, but she seems like she comes to a decision, and she's not going to help. She's just going to go up to the crow's nest, and she's going to stay up there.
All right.
Yeah, there are no accidents apparently. She is going to stay up there, and I mean, she won't get in anybody's way, but she doesn't know anything about boats, so she's not going to be much help. But she is going to face the storm.
Okay. All right. So, as you guys get prepared for the storm, are there any other preparations you guys want to make tonight?
Amber's gonna make sure he has a clean pair of underwear in case the worst happens.
Okay. Do you have a spare pair?
I do have a full spare pair of clothing. Yes.
Cool. That's handy.
I mean, you gotta
Most
have
players
that.
don't.
Yeah, I got a fine set of clothes and a common set of clothes.
Awesome. Cool. So, as you guys get all prepped for tonight, the sun will set. The waves will begin to pick up after the sun has set. You've got a little time before the storm actually hits, but, we'll see how you guys do. Who all is going to be on watch this evening?
Amber will take first watch.
Brennan can take second.
Yeah, I assume Jerry will start up on deck, still attempting to, because he thinks he's the captain, so he's currently on the wheel with his captain's hat flying into the storm.
All right.
Yeah,
And then once the storm actually gets here, he will begrudgingly give up the wheel to someone who knows what they're doing.
All right. The
Echo,
lady
Echo will wait till the
who...
morning.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, Echo will take the last watch.
All right. Cool. So, as you guys get all into the storm, it is going to be a doozy. The ship is going to begin rocking and rolling. It is not going to be a pleasant time at all. The ship is buffeted left, right, center, and waves will crash over the front, wiping the deck of anyone who is not tied down. You guys have placed your trust in one of the women that you rescued in order to have her be in charge of the ship for tonight. We're going to say that was Maya and Mael, and she is going to be doing a decent job of keeping the ship pointed towards the waves and not taking them sideways. But I need you guys to all roll Constitution saving throws to avoid getting seasick tonight.
Yeah, that was
I
mine.
need you to beat a 16.
Oh, I got Jerry though. He was on deck with me. Whew.
All right. Echo Rex, are you near Jerry?
Aver was because he was on deck when Gary was. Woo!
Yeah, I don't think so.
No. All right.
I rolled a 17 plus 3, but I don't know why it's not showing up in the chat.
That's fine. We will go ahead and accept that. So, the only person who gets seasick tonight is our legendary kobold, Echo Rex. Echo, you would normally get a long rest tonight. You will do so. However, at the end of the long rest, you will also gain a level of exhaustion.
Oh boy, that's good. Okay.
As the wind and the waves are knocking the ship around, every time Amer's about to lose balance, you see him do some like cartwheels and stuff like that to regain his balance every time, and you're not sure whether he has horrible luck or is just really being an ass and showing off.
Okay. Can I get an acrobatics check, please? Yep. He's pretty effective at confusing people.
Oh, I think my extension's fucked up. That's why it's not connecting to. Anyways, Sweet August Rose is just up in the crow's nest this whole time. It's a storm, so you can't really hear her, but she's just screaming at the storm.
Okay.
Yeah, there's personal issues. But
Miss Rose, as you are screaming at the storm, you will see shapes in the rain. They are vaguely humanoid, and they are flying towards the ship near to your eye level. And as they reach towards the sails, they are clawing at the sails with their hands.
are they air elementals?
They are not air elementals. The shapes can only be seen when the water hits them.
She's going to throw a dart at one of them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a ranged attack.
Let's see if this is. Hopefully this works. It's 1d20 plus 8 because these are not magical.
Sure.
So roll 1d20 plus 8.
Awesome. You watch as your dart sails clean through one of these beings. It doesn't even acknowledge your existence as it passes through the sail, leaving a slight tear there. Not as much as you would expect from its position, but almost like the ethereal form of it is just barely able to damage the ship.
Are there a lot of these things?
A lot of them. And they're all flying about 30 feet over the deck.
I'm in the crow's nest. If one of them comes near and is gonna go under me, or
Sure.
under Sweet August Rose, she will actually draw the magic sword. Well, it's just +1 magic, but
Sure.
she'll test to see if a magic weapon has any effect on these things. And yeah, when one passes under her, she'll jump out and try to hit it on the way down.
You're going to jump out of the crow's nest and try to land on the deck after slashing at something in midair. Awesome.
Yeah.
This is going to be epic. Can I get you to roll your acrobatics check first?
Okay, that's. Let me try again. Is this working?
Sure.
I rolled 12 plus 8, so 20.
Oh, let's say it's a 20. Awesome. So you easily
Oh,
roll
wait,
out of the crow's nest. And as you're falling, let's get you to roll your sword strike.
All right, this is tip DC plus 9. I only rolled a 5. 5 plus 9,
Okay.
so 14.
So a 14. As you roll, the ship lurches and your aim is thrown off. And instead of slashing where this creature or entity or manifestation was, you miss it as you land on the ship. We have stated that the crow's nest is 30 feet up. Are you able to reduce the damage?
Yeah, if I'm a monk. Yeah.
Okay. How much can you reduce that damage by?
Shit. At this point, it's 40, I think.
Okay.
Hold on, see. Where is it? No. Other? Setting, no. Features and traits. Here we go. Monastic, deflect, key fuel attack. Ability score, slow fall. 45 at this level.
All
I
right.
have to use my reaction apparently, but yeah.
Sure. You would have taken 23 falling damage, but you will react and tumble and not take that damage.
Monk. Yeah. So.
Does Jerry see this happening? Like, at
Yeah.
all?
This would be happening within 15 feet of Jerry.
Can Jerry see the creatures at all?
You look up and roll a perception check because they are 30 feet up in the storm, in the rain, and the rain is coming down around you. You do not see them. All you see is Sweet August Rose jump out of the crow's nest with her sword out, slashing and jumping down to the deck.
She's looking at something in the sky. She's gonna she's gonna run up the mast. Yeah, she just runs straight towards the mast and starts running up it, back up because these things are damaging the sails. And
Could you stop playing? We're dealing with a storm here.
yeah, she's gonna try to attack one of them again as she's running up the mast.
Sure.
She just wants to see if a magic weapon can affect these things. So let me roll again.
As another 15 of them go flying past the ship, clawing at the sails and masts, the crossbeams and everything, you slash out to attack another.
Oh, 18. 18 plus 9, so 27.
18 plus 9 is 26. Got it. Yes, a 26. Your sword will find purchase. And you catch one of these on the end of your blade, and you fall to the deck, pinning it to the deck. It begins screaming at you. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw. Sorry, not Constitution, Wisdom saving throw, along with Gerald, Dirty Frank, Mael, and let's pick Gabriel to be the other crewman on deck at the moment.
And you said wisdom?
Yes, please.
Roll the 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. Did I land within 15 feet of Gerald? Or
Yes.
It's 10 feet now.
Oh,
I
10
don't get
feet.
it. Yeah.
10 feet, okay.
okay, so
We'll
I got
We'll
a
see.
19 then.
Okay, so...
I gotta fix my extensions because this is really bugging me.
All good. It is called Beyond 20. So, we have Frank and Gabriel. 1 and 2. They will both succeed. Shockingly. And then Mael is get Hershey because I did not expect you guys to be doing this with these creatures at the moment. Mael's character sheet gotcha. Here she is. Mael's wisdom saving throw is a 7. So, as this thing screams from your sword impaling it, Mael falls unconscious. She is at 0 hit points.
What the fuck?
The person manning the wheel of the ship has dropped to 0 hit points. The others of you resist this cry, and this thing wails while impaled on your sword. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna look at the sailors and be like, what the fuck is this thing?
It's a banshee. Let it go or kill it dead. I'll get the wheel. As Gabriel runs past you.
I'm gonna look over to Frank or whoever else is on board. I'm gonna say, go down and get the rest of the crew, and I'm gonna put my hand on the now
Mael?
unconscious person, Mael, and pump just 5 hit points back into her.
All right. Cool. Frank goes down below deck and starts yelling for people to wake up that Gerald wants them on deck.
I think Brennan would be down there, so he goes up.
All right. Cool. So, Brendan's coming on deck. Echo, would you be going on deck too?
Yep, yep, for sure.
All right. Okay. And Aimer, I assume so as well?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So as you guys all come on deck, Cecilia would not be there. Cecilia is going to be like, handle it yourself. Did you want all the rest of the dirty crew on deck as well?
I mean, I would imagine just to yell out. So I imagine some would come up and some wouldn't.
All right. Cool. So we will put half of them on deck here with you guys.
And I'm just gonna kind of be like, apparently banshees are fucking our shit up, but I can't see them though. But they screamed whenever Sweet August Rose attacked them.
Cecilia's
Alright.
still downstairs. What are you talking about?
No, like bad banshees, not our banshee.
Oh.
All right.
There's other kinds of banshees? Aimer says as the wind's like buffeting him against the face.
Roll perception check, please, Aimer.
I see some
With a
rain.
10, you don't see anything going on. But here we go. We're going to go ahead and toss you guys onto the battle map.
Yeah, so this is just a test roll that this works. No, oh, did it go?
Yeah.
It did go. It was just really late. Okay. Features.
Make sure you have hardware acceleration on if you're using Chrome.
No, I use Firefox like a fool.
At least Firefox doesn't have memory leaks like Chrome, so I mean, hey.
All right. So let's go ahead, target your tokens, and let's roll for initiative, please. As the next wave of banshees is about to be approaching the ship.
Times Aimer wish he had his scimitars attuned instead of other stuff.
Cool.
I'm getting
All right. And here they come. The Banshees of the Northern Seas. And they need to roll their initiative here. Well, that's good for you guys.
Good old Dirty Frank.
And crew.
Thinking a future campaign, given Dirty Frank lives through this,
Uh-huh.
I'm an adventurous Dirty Frank.
You're gonna adventure as Dirty Frank, who just got a 23 for his entire crew.
Yeah, in the future, given he lives through this to actually have an adventure.
Yep. All right. So going down the order, we have Mr. Frank. What would you guys like Mr. Frank to do?
Is he in the crow's nest or is he just underneath it?
He should be underneath the crow's nest, right about there.
Man, I guess that's hard to decide what Dirty Frank would do.
Dirty Frank's going to focus on driving the ship and tell the crew that you guys are going to handle the ghosties.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
good. Thanks, Frank.
Or
All right.
can Can he get on a ballista in front of the ship?
Sure.
We're trying to ballista a ghost while we're fighting it. That sounds like a terrible idea.
No, not the ones
They
like
have-
on top of us, but there's other. Apparently, there's other ones you said coming from elsewhere, correct?
Yep. Echo Rex, get a perception check from you, please.
Ooh.
Perception check of a 9. Let's see what their stealth is. Stealth roll for them. Haha! 21. So you do not see them yet.
Oh,
What would you like to do?
can I see this one that's here?
Yes, that one is currently impaled on Tsunaga Rose's sword.
Okay.
I gotta get something.
Yeah, so I'm going to. I'm going to do Scorching Ray.
Okay.
And we'll just do a regular Scorching Ray right now. So that should be 3. And there should be an advantage.
Okay. Because she's pinned. Yep.
Yep.
Alright, so all of those are going to hit her. How hard did you hit her? So I've got 16 plus 14 is 30, 42 damage. Got it. What sucks about these banshees is you can't tell how healthy they are as they are already barely here.
Yeah.
So you guys don't get health bars on these.
Yeah, and I'm going to. Let me look at meteors. As a bonus action. Okay. You can expend 2 meteors. Okay, so I'm going to quicken Mel's minute meteors from a scroll,
Okay,
and I'm done.
cool.
Because I won't be able. I don't think I can. I use my bonus action to cast, so I won't be able to use the meteors this turn. I'll use them next turn.
All right,
I'm done. I'm done.
we go to Mr. Shastina.
I can see the one that's pinned here, right?
Yep, roll a perception check to see if you can see the ones that are coming.
It's gonna rain.
Yep, still raining real hard.
10, 15, 20. Hammer does his little wiggle up here, and he's going to stab in the second blade.
Okay,
It's no, not that one. It's this one.
that will hit.
Go gadget. Lots of dice.
And the thing is shredded by your magical weapons. Nothing remains as this thing wails into the next afterlife.
Hammer, the sound goes away and goes, if only Cecilia would shut up like this as he ends his turn. Actually, before he ends his turn, Aimer will feed a greater healing potion out of his belt to our slave.
To Mael?
To Mael,
Alright.
yeah.
To your slave, I understand. Miss Rose, can you do a perception check, please?
Mael won't get back.
With a 22 perception. Awesome. There you go. You see the waves of banshees coming from the front of the ship. What would you like to do, Miss Rose?
Oh, whoops, I was muted. God damn it. So she's going to scream at everyone, plug your ears! And if you don't have magic weapons, keep the ship running. And she's going to run forward towards. I'm guessing this is the front of the ship.
Yep.
Yeah, she's gonna go up here, and can I ready an action? I want to ready her casting silence.
Okay.
Well, actually, oh shit, well, the ship is moving, right?
Right.
So if I cast silence, because silence doesn't affix to an object.
Correct.
So if I cast it, we're gonna move out of the
Right.
It can affix to an object, but if the object is worn by somebody, they get a saving throw. I think that's right.
Like you said, that was the old. They got rid of it, so like if you just look at a point and it's on that point for.
Yeah, it's a sphere centered on a point you choose. It says any creature or object inside the sphere. It's on a point.
Yep. It's a point, and as the ship will be moving at a rate of 10 squares per movement, and you guys are trying to dash through this, will be 20 squares back each round.
That's unfortunate. Okay, can I hold my action?
What would you like to hold it for?
She's gonna hold the silence, and she's gonna cast it as soon as she sees like a banshee getting ready to scream.
Okay.
But yeah, she's also gonna scream at everyone to plug their ears if they have nothing better to do.
Okay. Gerald the Redeemer.
Jerry's gonna go, what? Because his ears are already plugged after the first scream, so he couldn't really even hear Sweet August Rose. But yes, I'll use a free action to plug my ears.
Okay.
And then I would like to jump. No. Start heading in that direction. And I think I can only reach me, Brennan, and Aimer. And I'm going to cast Bless on us three.
Cool. Brennan, what would you like to do?
This is interesting because Brennan doesn't. I don't know if he knows that you need to use magical weapons. Was he able to hear when it was yelled, use magical weapons or help the ship?
I'm going to say so. Sweet August Rose probably would have been checking in with everyone along the way, telling them.
She was only about like 10 feet away from you when she was screaming that, because she ran right by you. Yeah, you probably heard her.
Well, he doesn't have much in the way of magic weapons at the moment. He has the Flame Tongue short sword.
That'll do it.
So we're gonna go with that. So first, are there any banshees close enough to strike with a short sword?
No, they're all off the front of the ship. If you zoom out, you can see them now.
They'll be here soon.
Yeah. So I'll just use this to ready myself. Have the short
Sure.
sword ready. Yeah.
Cool. All right. The Banshees will now get to move, and Banshees get to move how far? You get to fly 40 feet. Now the fun part is any sail that we get to attack without hindrance, we're going to damage. So they get to that point with their movement, and they are going to try to scare you guys using their horrifying visage. And this is going to be everyone on the ship. You only need to make one wisdom saving throw here. So you need everybody to roll a wisdom saving throw. Got to be a DC 13,
But
or
we
you will
can't
be
see 'em.
frightened for the rest of the encounter.
But we can't see them. Don't we have to see them for that?
You can see them now.
Oh, I don't.
I'm sorry. What were we rolling?
So
Oh, yeah.
wisdom saving throw. Got to be a
Jesus
DC
Christ.
13.
That's a lot of banshees.
Can you put them on the map?
Oh,
Aimer
I got bless.
Aimer,
Yeah.
Aimer and Brennan
Refresh.
have Bless.
Then, if you can't see them on the map, you need to refresh your screen.
Oh, okay.
Brennan, you also have bless, but I don't think it'll help.
1 die forward will not help a 6.
Wait, who was blessed? I'm sorry.
Brennan, Jerry, and Hammer. They were the only ones with 1032.
Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, wow, I failed. That's fine. I can be scared. It's okay.
All right. So, if you fail the saving throw, you are going to be frightened. You may re-roll the same at the end of each of your turns.
What was the DC?
The DC is a 13.
Okay.
All right. That's all they can do at the moment. The crew will stop up their ears as told. They are used to this kind of thing, so they all have little scraps of fabric to plug their ears with. They do realize that they don't have magical weapons to attack these things, and so will simply try to dodge them as best they possibly can. So the crew takes the dodge action. Echo Rex, what would you like to do?
So, let's see. Yeah, Echo Rex will. So, what do I know about these? Do I know what kind of immunities they have or resistance?
Roll a religion check.
Religion.
Awesome. You know everything about these Echo Rex. You remember these from way back when. There's their entire sheet.
Okay.
It's a ghost.
Yeah, they're resistant to. Good grief, everything. Well, okay. From non-magical weapons. Okay, so bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, they're not resistant if it's a magical weapon. Okay. But they're resistant to acid, fire, lightning, thunder. They're immune to cold, necrotic, and poison. Oh, crap. Okay, and you're not going to grapple them or paralyze them or any of that crap either. So you're right. It's weapons or nothing with these guys. Okay. Force damage or weapons. All right. So, yeah, so I think I'll use the Wand of Magic Missiles.
Oh no!
Yeah, at 7th level.
Okay.
That should be force damage, and I think that's 9 missiles.
All right.
I'm gonna start with this one right here.
All right. How many missiles were you shooting at this one?
I'm going to shoot just enough to kill it, and then I'm going to move to the one next to it.
All right.
So,
Cool.
so that's 3. I guess we multiply those by 9. Unless you want me to just roll 9 times. I can
Roll the.
Okay.
Just roll it. All right. So, going down the list here, I got 3 plus 1 is 4, 7, 10, 11, 15, 19, 19 plus 6 is 25, 29, 35, 35 plus 3 is 38 damage to this one. Got it.
And then I'm going to quicken a guiding bolt at the same one. Because it
Okay.
looks like they're not resistant to radiant.
You have
And the guiding bolt
too,
hits
right?
and destroys it.
Very good.
So don't you still have your meteors up also?
I do, but they're fire and they're resistant to fire, so
Got
I'll
it.
use them, but they'll only do half damage. Yeah, so force, radiant, and magical weapons. I think that's the way to do
All right. Anything else that corrects?
it. I'm done, but I tell Brennan if he doesn't have any magical weapons. I mean, I've got some daggers that are magical. He can have, but he has to come get them. No, I can actually move it. I can move it here, and I'm done.
All right. Amber Shastina.
And we'll move up next to Echo. Font, seal on with the ruler. No snapping. Okay. I will go ahead and throw a psychic blade at this one.
Which one? Just ping again, please.
Pick this one.
Got it.
Actions. Having unlimited throwing weapons can be nice sometimes.
Uh-huh.
The 15 hits.
15 does hit, yes.
Alright, Gnostic attack first, so it's going to be whopping 6 psychic damage.
6 hit.
And then as my bonus action, I will throw another one.
That will also hit.
For
Dealing
9
another 9
damage.
damage. Got it. Cool. Anything else, sir?
No.
All right. We move to Miss Rose.
She is frightened, so she does. Her eyes widen and she takes a step back, but then she is going to make a hand gesture, and she's going to use stillness of mind, and it wastes her action, but she's not frightened anymore.
Okay.
She just auto cancels it. Let me get rid of that little symbol, but that's her action. So she's going to use her movement action and move a little bit forward, and I haven't used my bonus action, so I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to spend 1 key point to use patient defense as a bonus action.
Okay. And then go to Gerald the Redeemer.
Jerry is going to kind of move up with the group and kind of. He knows that he instills such a confidence in them when he's within 10 feet of them.
Okay.
He's so passionate as a paladin. And then you're going to kind of see his eyes turn black a little bit and reach his hand out and shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at the one that Aimer hit.
Okay. It's over here. Both of those Eldritch Blasts will land. How hard did you hit it? 12 and 10 for 22 damage there. Awesome.
And he gets launched back if he's still... Is he dead?
He is... Well, yes, but he's already been dead.
He gets moved back 20 feet also.
20 feet backwards. All right. So, to there. Got it. Anything else, sir?
That will be Jerry's turn. You
Okay.
You can't hold a bonus action, correct?
Well, no, usually not.
Okay, cool. That's my turn.
Okay. Mr. Thamior.
So, I'm gonna take that dagger, and what do I need to add to my inventory for that?
What kind of daggers do you have there, Echo Rex?
So I've got the Dragon Tooth dagger.
Okay. You gonna grab the Dragon Tooth dagger from Echo Rex?
Let's see. Is that the only? Let me see if I have something else. I may have something else. No, that's it. I have the ground dweller dagger too, but I don't think it's actually magical. Yep.
All right. So you grab hold of the fang of a dragon as he hands it to you.
And bounce back over here. And with that, I'm also fearful. And this is not totally outside of whatever it is I'm used to, especially no bow and arrow. So I'm gonna stay close to the group here, but I'm gonna move back a little bit.
All right.
Gonna try to. Is there any way? And you can tell me if my actions now. I moved and I took something. If not, it's okay. But is there any way that I can position myself within the barrels on the side, or try to have some type of surrounding?
Okay. Cool with that.
Okay. And with that's all I'm gonna do for this. I can't reach them, so
All right. They will approach. And they will travel 40 feet. All right. So we're going to mark where they have crossed sails. So we have one here. We have one here. One here. And the very tip over here. All right. That one as well. Cool. As they come sailing through, they are tearing away at your sails. This is not a good situation. Yeah, that's going to be. Oh, you know what? We're going to go ahead and have a couple of them go ahead and whale, because we can do that. We're going to have 5 of them whale, but you guys have plugged your ears, so you guys cannot hear the whale, and you guys are not afflicted. The crew will continue panicking as they try to drive the ship. We're going to roll the driving ship check. 1d20 plus 8. The ship continues forward in the storm. We've got an Echo Rex.
Well, if they take damage, it seems like the mechanic I'm hearing is if they're unimpeded, then they do damage to the cells. But if they take damage, then they don't do as much damage. They won't do as much to the ship. Is that kind of what I'm hearing?
If you eliminate them, they can't deal damage to the ship.
Oh yeah, well, it takes everything you got to eliminate.
Well,
Okay.
you can knock them around, move them, shift them, whatever. But if they touch the sail, they're going to damage the sails.
Okay. So how high up are they?
Technically, we're going to go ahead and say that they are ranging from sail height all the way down to the deck.
Okay.
So you can slash at them with melee. That's fine. There's enough ropes and nets that you guys can use to get up to the appropriate angles and heights.
Okay. So I think I'm going to cast Hex then.
All right.
Or my dragon.
Dragon mark?
Yeah, dragon mark.
All right.
This one here.
Okay.
With an extra D6. And I'm going to take 3 shots at it. I'm going to take 3 shots at it.
Sure. All those will hit, and that's going to deal 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 plus 8 is 21 damage to it.
All right, and yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay. We go to Mr. Shastina.
I will do my little, we'll do a little dance, make a little love, get over to this side, and commence the stabbing. Or
The stabbing?
The psychicking, I guess. 21 will hit. For
26 damage. Awesome. And that thing goes away.
And then Aimer will throw with his bonus action a psychic blade at that one.
All right.
I think it's a 15
That will hit. Yep.
For 9.
Yeah, these things have an AC of 12.
Okay, well that's good to know. Okay.
Yeah, they're not. They're glass cannons, is what they are.
Aimer, is your psychic blades, are they a physical item?
No, it's a class feature.
Okay.
They're a manifestation of his mind.
Yep.
That's why they're so dirty.
Yeah, I was about to say that's why they don't do much damage.
Oh, it's just when he sneaks up on you that he can get you.
Yeah, he has to catch you by surprise with some witty comment, and then bam.
Then bam, 5.6.
Yeah, it's when you least expect it. Yeah.
All right, anything else, Aver?
No.
All right, we move to Miss Rose.
She's so they're ghostly women. Okay, so I know this out of character, but is she noticing that they have pointy ears, that they look like female elves, the ghosts of female elves?
Not necessarily elves, but different women. They all appear to have drowned at some time. They are not all the same person. This is a collection of women who have drowned in the sea over the past several thousands of years.
Gotcha. Huh. Oh, I wonder if I could have been one of those. She is going to. Well, she was a girl, but she is going to.
Ooh, you know what? That's a good question. Can I get your real history check?
Oh, sure. Maybe I'll get lucky again. I've been getting lucky on history checks. Even though I only have a +1.
Yeah. Let's see.
Why is it taking so long to come up? I don't know.
All good.
Oh, I got. Yeah, there we go. Continuing the streak.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, as one of them is flying past you, you will catch a glimpse of you recognizing them. They don't recognize you. As one of the faces is familiar to you from the sunken ship.
Is it the one in front of me?
Yeah.
It'll
We'll
just
say
say one.
exactly that one.
Yeah, she's gonna punch it. She's gonna try to stun it. So I'm gonna do flurry of blows with my fist.
Okay.
Uh,
Are your fists counting as magical at this point?
yes, it happens at levels.
Okay.
So yeah, they are magical. So no advantage. So just straight rolls, I guess.
Yes. $21 will hit easily.
So my stunning strike. I'm gonna use this one stunning strike.
All right.
And what is my DC? God, it's been a while. I think it's DC 16. I think for my.
Okay. It's Constitution saving throw. I got an 18.
Yeah, that beats it. Okay, well, here comes the next one.
Okay. How much damage did you deal on the first strike? 6 on the first strike. Got it. 17 will also hit. How much damage did you do with this one?
And
9 damage on this one.
second stunning blow.
All right. Another Constitution saving throw. It is stunned. It is unable to move or act.
Or talk, so it can't scream either. She's going to look at it, and she's going to try to see if she remembers the name of this person.
Okay.
Yeah, she's going to interaction. She's only going to use those 2 attacks. So that was her. Not even flurry of blows. That was just 2 attacks. Yeah, she's distracted.
Yeah.
She's gonna interaction.
Okay, let me send this over to you then.
Yeah.
Let me spell that. 1 sec. All right. Cool. We go to Gerald.
And just to clarify, this one up here, did you say Aimer killed that one, or is that still there?
No, that one's still there. It just got blasted backwards.
Yeah, okay, I thought Aimer for some reason killed it last time.
No, he killed
okay.
a different.
Then I will reach my hand up and shoot one beam at it to start.
Okay. That will hit it. How hard did you hit it? It's still there, just barely though.
Okay, and I'll shoot at it again.
Okay. And you're going to hit it. I believe you're going to do more than 2 damage. Yes. And it does.
And I'll just yell out, just keep them off the sails. And I will then, because of my encouragement to the team, and I will step here, so then now 3 people are within 10 feet of me. And I will end my turn.
Okay. We go from there to Brennan. What would you like to do, Brennan?
So he's still scared. Can't really do much with these things yet. He sees stuff happening, but there's not much he can do to stop it. He yells out to anyone who can hear him, probably in this upper deck proximity. Should we just drop the damn sails?
That's not a terrible
At
idea.
all. Yeah. We can't respond to you. So.
The person back here
Yeah.
says if we
Yeah.
drop the sails, then they'll drag in the water, and then we're going to have no propulsion.
Do you have, Brendan? Do you have any ranged weapons at all?
Yeah.
They're just not magical, right?
Not
There's
magic.
not yeah, they're not magical.
Is
How many
the
attacks do
save
you-
just at the end of your turn, or is it to get rid of the fear, or is it an action to get rid of the fear?
It's at the end of a turn. I don't know if you saved at the end of your last turn, but you should have.
So, how many attacks do you get, Brendan?
2.
Go ahead and use your ranged attacks, even if it's half damage. I mean, you'll hit twice and do, at least whatever your base is. Even if
Okay.
it's not magical, you'll just do half damage is all. So it's better than no damage.
Okay.
And you
If
can do
have
that
Hunter's-
even though
if you
you're
have
feared.
Hunter's
You
Mark
can't.
or something too. Hunter's Mark will do. more
Hunter's
damage.
Mark. Yep.
Yeah, I have that. That's good for 1 though. Not. We got a bunch here.
Hunter's Mark ticks on every single hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for both hits, you'll get the Hunter's Mark. You'll still get only half damage, but over the course of 2 hits, you'll get full damage for. You'll get the
Got
cost.
it.
Also have
And
sharpshooter.
once one of these is dead, then you can move your Hunter's Mark to the other one without having to cast it again.
Okay.
That's the-
Let's do that. So, if that's the case, then, okay, because that changes what I was going to do. Let's go ahead and try to roll for Hunter's Mark first.
Okay, which one are you marking?
Yeah. Let me get here. And how about this guy? Why can't
Just
I,
click and hold on him.
got it. Here. How about
Over
this
here on the
guy?
left. Got it. Cool.
Yeah. All right. So let me roll Hunter's Mark. See if I get it.
It
Oh,
automatically hits it.
you automatically tag it. It's marked.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep. And then you get to shoot at it using your bow.
All right.
You get a D4 on your attack. Plus. Oh, yeah, but disadvantage. But
Yeah.
with the D4.
Okay, shit. Getting one.
All right. So I'm gonna use the longbow, and then I roll a d4 on top.
Yes.
Yep. Oh man, but you're disadvantaged. That
So-
would've been awesome.
Roll it a second time, please. Because we have to take the lower roll.
Yeah. I know, it would have been awesome.
Yeah. Doesn't mean you can't get it still. A 12 will hit. So let's hit the pink button and see how much damage you're going to deal. And then we add a d6 of damage on top of that because of the Hunter's Mark.
Okay. So to see the damage I deal, I roll longbow sharpshooter shot again.
Well, you can hit the pink button here and roll 20, or you could have hit the bow on the far left-hand side.
No.
All you've done so far is attack. There you go. So you dealt 20 damage. cut in half to 10 because it's resistant.
And then D4.
And then we need the D6 for the Hunter's Mark, which is magical damage.
On the toolbar to the left up there, the top left of the map, the toolbar, if you click on the dice, there's all those dice. Just click on D6 and you roll the D6.
I was over here and I clicked it more than once. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. And he hit twice, right?
Nope. That was the first attack because of disadvantage.
I got you.
Okay, so now go ahead and do that attack again. And this time just hold down the control key when you click on the attack. And that'll roll with disadvantage.
Control key. Okay.
There we go. I hear lots of dice.
Yeah. Big
So
guy.
15 will hit. So you hit the little pink button there.
Got it.
And you're
Ooh,
going to
nice.
deal 12 damage.
Plus a D6.
6.
Yeah. Let me get the
See, that's why
D6.
That's why Hunter's Mark is nice. Is it just continues to stay up, and you can just stack damage on top of each other.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like
Alright.
there's like specialty builds where you just get shit tons of attacks just to multiply Hunter's Mark.
Yeah. So grand total, you dealt 31 damage this round.
Yeah, and that was
Yeah.
half.
And that was half, yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, he's going to get 3 attacks, and then there's ways to get a bonus attack. So he'll get 4 attacks with Hunter's Mark. He'll be doing stupid damage eventually.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
And then now you
Yeah.
can roll a Wisdom save to get rid of the fear.
Yep.
Yeah,
Did
so
that.
bow builds, can be really nasty in D&D 5e if built right.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
for
get a
that.
+5 and then plus a D4. So you get +5 because you're within 5 feet of me, and you get to add a D4. So roll a D4 also.
Yeah. So you need a 1 on your D4 in order to save.
Oh, well, he's good then.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50.
So you're no longer frightened thanks to Gerald being next to you.
Awesome.
Cool.
You see his
You think-
triceps from behind, and it increases. It gets your mind back in the fight. You're like, damn, those are good triceps, and then you focus back up.
Wow. The glutes. Remember, we never heard that Gerald put his pants back on.
This is true.
That's true. I didn't announce it.
His dick is in a box.
All right. So, the Banshee's turn. Awesome. So we're going to have Banshees move. All right. So these are going to move 40 feet down to here. And that's
I'm gonna
past
swing at that one.
sail there.
I'm gonna swing at this one.
Okay.
Opportunity attack because it left my range.
Sure. You'll hit it for 9. Got it.
Yep, I'm done.
All right, and then these Banshees up here are going to move 40 feet to here. Would you like to take an opportunity attack, Aimer?
Hammer will take an opportunity attack.
Stop fucking up our sails. Well, I mean, we probably have spares, right? Unless
I'm
someone
gonna do 22 damage as that one flies by.
Wow, 22 damage.
That's pretty good.
All right, and then this one here is 4. Will also move down 40 feet. So scratch there. All right. They are next to a crewman here. Who do we got here? We have Jameson and Brennan that I can attack with my touch this round. All right. So who are we going to attack? Jameson's going to be a 1. Brennan's going to be a 2. We're attacking Brennan with a corrupting touch. Does a 13 hit you, Brennan?
No, 17.
All right. So they miss you over here, Echo Rex. This one can reach out to touch you. A 17 to hit you, Echo Rex.
No.
All right.
No
That's going to be it for their turn. We go to the crew. The crew's freaking the bleep out. They are covering their ears and trying to stay out of trouble. They continue driving the ship. 20 plus 8. Awesome. The ship is steady. You guys are good as far as the ship goes. Echo Rex, what would you like to do?
Yeah. I'm gonna hit this one. I'm gonna move my hunter's mark. I'm gonna move my
Dragon Mark?
to this one. Yep.
Which one again? I'm sorry, Ping?
To this one right here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, hit it. Here it comes.
Okay. Ooh, a natural 1 will not hit. A 15 will hit, and a 13 will hit. So you're going to deal 5 plus 11, so 16 damage to it.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I think I'm done.
All right. You go to Mr. Shestina.
Mr. Shastina. I guess I don't really need to worry about advantage too much. I'm gonna go try to save Jameson.
Do you want to move one more square to the edge of the boat?
No,
Advantage?
no, because I'm about to fucking roll some weird acrobatics. It's in a. We're in a
You
storm. I don't feel like falling in the ocean at this exact moment,
Aww.
and I only need to roll 3 to hit. So
Okay. A 21 will hit, yes, sir.
that'll be 23 points of damage.
Got it.
And then if it's still alive, I will also tap with my offhand.
It is still undead.
That's what I meant. Is it still undead?
Yes, sir.
Then I will try to re-dead it.
All right.
And I will actually have bless.
Yes.
I've got bless. Ooh. Yeah, it's only got 12. Yeah.
Yep. All right, you'll hit it. How hard did you hit it? 8 damage. Got it.
Hey, bless has actually been beneficial.
Yes.
Yep. All right. Anything else, sir?
No.
Miss Rose.
Yeah, she is going to grab the Banshee. I'm gonna grapple it, and it auto fails because it's stunned.
Yeah. You reach out and grab a ghost.
Yeah. I'm a monk, baby. So she, she grabs it by its, I guess, like its rags, its sea-torn clothes,
Sure.
and she's just going to just kind of yell at it. Like,
Sink into its spectral form, and it's like holding a breath in your hands.
and she's just going to be like, Nyrene, it's me. It's Santiana. And she's just going to try to see if it recognizes her.
It has no consciousness left.
Yeah, it's. I mean, she's shaking it. She's trying to get it to talk.
Of course. Yep.
So that's going to be her turn.
All right. It is no longer stunned, but it is grappled.
Yeah.
Gerald the Redeemer.
You ever wrestle a ghost?
Jerry is gonna see these things continuing to head at the sail, so he's gonna just kind of extend his hand over the shoulder of Echo and try to shoot this one.
Okay. A 25 will hit for 12 damage on that one.
And knock it back 10 feet.
Back 10 feet. Bam.
And then he's going to spin around and shoot at this one here
Okay.
for his second beat.
And you'll hit it as well, just barely.
Knock
For
it
8
back
damage.
10 feet.
Okay. Boom.
And then I'm going to step up and use my bonus action to hit the one next to Echo with my sword. I'm going to pull out my sword during this. I'm going to spin around and try to cut right through the middle of it.
Alright. You need to deal 6 damage. You'll hit it. You'll deal 13 damage plus 5, so it dies. And goes away as you dismiss that creature. What else?
Okay, and I'm going to use the rest of my movement speed just to get over next to this one and just complete the full gangbang of this bandit. And that will be my turn.
Alright. Brennan Themior, what would you like to do, sir?
Okay, good. Was gonna move, but we look okay now. I'm gonna attack this guy here, I guess.
Okay.
Alright. And just a repeat of the same. Let's see if I can get through this.
Alright, I will tell you if you're doing ranged attack from melee range, it's a disadvantage unless you have crossbow expert. So you want to take a step backwards if you can. That will provoke an opportunity attack, but these guys have a hard time hitting, so you're probably safe doing it.
Yeah, that's good advice. And what I'm gonna do, let's see, 'cause I do want to keep myself. How about if I couch myself between these fellows here?
Okay. It reaches out with its opportunity attack. A 10 will not hit you.
Right.
And now you can shoot at it regularly.
So let's do sharpshooter again.
Yep.
Alright.
Wait, Brennan, before
Oh
you do
no!
Oh, hold on,
Okay.
hold on. Back
Oh,
up.
you already did it. It's fine. But I was gonna say, Eric, I want to use my Sentinel reaction to hit him.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Gerald is using Sentinel to hit this thing for swinging at you.
Got
He will
it.
hit with the scimitar speed.
And I'm going to
How hard did you hit it?
level 1 smite.
Okay. So 17 plus the smite. The reason you critically missed is because Gerald has smote this creature into non-existence.
Nice.
So,
So I still
you
have,
have a second shot if you'd like to take
yeah.
Sorry, my IRL reaction was too slow.
it.
Oh, no, it's good strategy. So, I guess we're trying to save these sails. How about attacking this here?
Okay. Got you. Back here.
Go ahead, roll for sharpshooter again.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah,
You have-
blast, roll,
That's not a natural one, so you could still hit.
roll a
You just need a
die 4.
3 on D4.
D4.
Yeah, D4 because you're blessed. You need a 3 or a 4 in order to hit. Unfortunately, you got a 2. So this arrow goes sailing into the ocean, never to be seen again. All right. Anything else, sir?
No, that's it.
All right. The Banshee's turn. The Banshees move 40 feet to there to scratch off some more sail damage. These Banshees. 40 feet to there. 40 feet to there, and we get to scratch this off. All right. They are not near enough to anybody to touch them, so we go to the crew, who will attempt to continue to drive the ship properly.
The one at the head of the ship doesn't move.
Nope, because it's grappled by Sweet August Rose.
Oh, okay.
The ship continues to be steady in the storm. Mr. Echo Rex, what would you like to do? Actually, that one would try to touch Miss Rose. So Miss Rose does a 19 hit you.
No, it does not.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Rex.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm gonna hit that one up there with another scorching ray. I'm gonna move my mark to that.
All right.
And I'll do it at the 3rd level.
Cool.
And
A 20 will hit. An 11 does not hit it because you rolled a natural 1, and a 14 will hit.
And
Hit twice.
hit it 3 times.
Yep, that was 3 shots. 4 shots. Yep. So we got 13 plus 6 is 19. 19 plus 10 is 29 damage to the creature. It dissipates inside of Sweet August Rose's hands.
Yep. And I'm done.
Mr. Shestina.
Well, let's see. 15, let's see. We got 4, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to move in front of Dirty Frank and try to save the sail. I'm going to hurl a blade there.
Okay.
I'm not going to be able to kill this thing by myself with no sneak attack. But hey, you know,
You'll hit it.
I will do a whopping 6 damage.
6 damage.
How does my D4 always do more damage than my D6? Bonus action. I crit that time at least.
Oh, here we go.
Oh boy. Oh boy. D4 plus 5.
All right, so we've got 9 plus 4 is 13 damage on your critical strike. It has 7 hit points left.
How about actions?
Miss Rose?
She just watches this ghost dissipate in her hands, and she looks forward to. There's no more ghosts in front of the ship.
None.
Okay, she's just gonna sigh and just sit. Like I guess she was standing right in front of the aft mast.
The foremast.
Foremast. I'm sorry. She is not having a good. She's just gonna kind of sit down and just curl up into a ball.
All right. Gerald?
Jerry is going to start to move down. And, are there any visual obstructions for me to shoot this one?
You can do it.
Okay, so I will take a shot at that one.
Okay. A 22 will hit it. Dealing 8 damage, it dissipates.
Nice.
Save our sails.
So I think this is all of the sails I can save right now. So I'm just going to try to shoot one because I just like them now. I'm going to shoot this one, the one that I shot earlier.
Alright, this one here, got it. That one will hit. Dealing 12 damage. Got it.
Because fuck him, I'm still going to move him back 10 feet just because I don't want him to be...
Alright. Cool.
And then I will just use the rest of my movement speed. Is this a ladder right here to get back up to the wheel?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, I had 5 feet left, so I guess
Awesome.
I'll make it up to the top, but I'm not. I'm kind of like crawling over it, and then
Yep.
it'll be my turn.
Brendan, what would you like to do, sir?
All right, just let's rinse and repeat. See which one is close. I'm here, so how about attacking this
Okay.
one here, closest
Here?
to this
Got
level. Opposite side. Hopefully, I roll better. See what I get.
The 20 will hit easily. All right, that's going to deal 10 damage, and you did move your hunter's mark before this, so it's just 10 damage there.
Okay.
You can use a bonus action to move the hunter's mark if you'd like, and then you'd get hunter's mark damage on this.
And this attack. Yeah, I'd
Right.
like to do that.
Cool. So we put the hunter's mark on there, and then you shoot. A 15 does hit this.
Alright.
And 26, wow, plus a d6. So 13 plus
Okay.
1. All right. So it's still there. It has 8 hit points left. All right. Anything else, sir?
I'm just gonna move up a little closer.
Okay.
It's gonna be behind. Try to. I don't know if I can do it, but try to get behind the mast here, so I can use that for obstruction.
Cool.
That's all.
The Banshees will travel 40 feet in this direction. 40 feet. Awesome. All right. The crew will continue sailing the ship. Rock solid as they do. Mr. Rex, anything you'd like to do?
No, I don't think so. I don't see. Looks like
Okay.
we're leaving them behind. So, yeah, I think.
All right. Amber,
Amer's good.
okay. Miss Rose is sitting and
Yes.
crying.
I didn't say crying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She's curled up into a ball,
Is curled in a ball with water all over her face.
and she has her face buried in her knees, so
Okay.
you can't see that she's crying.
Gotcha. It is raining heavily.
It's a good day for rain.
Gerald. It's like rain on your wedding day. No, this is not ironic. We move. Gerald, what would you like to do?
Jerry's still mad because he
Jerry
fucked
mad.
up his boat. And so he's just gonna continue to run back, just screaming out swear words.
Uh-huh.
Fuck you, and just launch 2 more beams at these 2 over here.
Okay. On the left first. Got it. That'll hit both times. Got it. So 21. Got it.
And like, if the group has noticed this whole time, is like the darkness that you normally see in him has kind of been manifested in a different way this time. It seems like he's kind of gotten a little darker since the last time I've seen him. A little more pissed off after he didn't get to kill the demon.
So he took another level of warlock. Is what you're saying?
He's a little more angry, and it is showcasing through his anger visually with maybe warlock-like abilities. And he will end his turn.
All right. Brennan Themior, anything you'd like to do?
Yeah. So I still have my mark on this guy down here.
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and continue attacking him.
All right.
I hear children in the background. That's just the reality of the moment here.
Life. Yep.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh no, a natural 1.
Again.
Yeah.
Nothing else to that one.
Okay. So that's one shot. Let's try another.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Damn.
You do have bless. You need to chew on the die in order to hit it.
All right, that's a 4.
Yes, sir. A D4. There you go. How hard did you hit that one? It has 8 hit points left. You dealt 13 damage and destroyed that one.
Cool.
Anything else?
Let me ask this. I have 1 attack left. Do I have an action to move Hunter's Mark, or do I need to take a regular
You have
attack?
a bonus action to move it? Yep.
Let's move it to this fellow here.
All right. And I thought you only got 2 shots per round.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. I'm distracted. That's
All good.
Yep.
Okay, the Banshees are going to move. They're going to move 40 feet down. All right, the crew does their thing. I'm not even going to roll because they're not going to get engaged. Does anyone want to do anything this next round? I assume that Gerald's going to be blasting. Gerald?
Yes, sir. No, I will. Even if I will just continue to blast, we don't have to roll attacks, but I'm still just running to the back of the boat, just launching shit
Okay.
off the back of the boat.
Cool. Brennan, are you going to be shooting off the back of the boat?
Am I going to be shooting off the back of the bow? Sure.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get your shots, just to see if we are able to eliminate any more of these.
And
Just
I'll
for my-
quickly roll mine.
Yep. Cool, cool. Awesome. Thank you. And Brennan, 2 shots, please. That'll hit. Wow. Okay. Man, we just need to get you a magic bow.
And D6, correct? Because that was towards that.
Yep. All right. Cool. So you dealt 14 the first shot.
Yeah. Let's try again.
That'll hit. Just barely. And that's going to deal 12 plus... Six. You actually killed that one by yourself.
Nice.
Awesome. Cool. Then they will drift out of range, and you guys find yourselves having survived the wave of the northern banshees. The storm will begin to calm, and the crew will begin to relax as it approaches 2 o'clock in the morning.
Is that normal, Frank?
I don't know. I haven't been through these waters.
Well, hopefully it's not normal. Do we need to fix? Do we need to fix the sails now, or can it wait till morning? Amer kind of says he's kind of yawning a little bit.
As you look up at the front sail, out of the entirety of the front sail, there are only 3 strips that are still intact. The main sail is more than half intact, and the subsequent sail down there only has 2 holes in it. You guys will probably be okay for the night, but you're going to have to do the front one during the day.
We can make Cecilia cast mending on it 800,000 times again. It'll keep her busy.
She roll a wisdom saving throw to be not afraid of telling Cecilia next week that you allowed the ship sails to get torn by banshees.
I allowed it? Amer's all for it. He's waiting for the day they throw down, and hopefully he has improved Mage Slayer by then.
Hopefully.
I'm actually tempted to even pick up Sentinel so people can't run away from it.
Yeah. All right. So, as you guys continue sailing through the night, you guys will get a long rest at some point, and it will dawn the next day as you continue sailing from Shu towards Nausha. What would you guys like to do this morning?
Work on them damn sails.
All right. Cecilia is going to grumble about how you guys can't kill undead. I thought paladins were good at this.
A lot of them, asshole.
Hey, Jerry, we need to have a talk with Cecilia about if she wants something done the way the fuck she wants it, she'd do it herself. You know, all she does is complain. No matter what we do, it's just complain. Let's start making her take care of everything and see how much she likes it. And then we all complain.
Get to work, mending bot. Start mending everything.
Sir, yes, sir. I will mend the sails.
All the group's frustration is just pouring out.
Oh, you know, at some point, Aimer and Cecilia are gonna have some sort of epic scream off that's gonna end it bloodily in some fashion.
Yeah.
Wait, are you still wearing the collar? Oh wait, no, she took it off while we're on the boat.
There's no
Right.
collar here.
Yeah, she took it off while we're on the boat. If we land in Nausea, you better leave before she has a chance to put it back on.
Oh, I can teleport so many times now. It's
All right.
Yeah, I guess Sweet August Rose would be assisting with the repairing the sails, learning from the sailors.
All right.
Yeah, but she's pretty sullen. She's not talking with anyone.
Sure.
She really fucking hates boats.
I bet. But yeah, it's going to take most of the morning in order to fix the sails up because it is a lot of real estate that got torn up by the Banshees last night. But today, there's some clouds in the sky. It's going to keep the sun off of you. The wind still is blowing nice and strong, and there are some pretty decent waves. But your crew apparently is good at sailing based off of the fact that they have +8 to it. So they will continue driving the ship if you will leave the lady in charge.
Aimer's gonna ask how she's feeling. You kind of look like you didn't have the greatest time.
She looks at you. You are speaking to me.
I saved your life. You should. We're not in Shu anymore. I suggest you remember it. Aimer says, and he's not like. He kind of gives a little bit more of a not as typical kind of shit-eating grin, but kind of like just kind of gives her a look and walks away.
Okay. She will whisper under her breath. I'm sorry.
Aimer's
But
grumpy. He had to actually do work this morning.
Yeah, at some point, she and her sister will switch out, and she will go take your rest. So, anything else you guys would like to do? Because it's going to take till noon to fix the sails, as Cecilia, Sweet August Rose, and the entire dirty crew crawl around the ship, fixing up the mess that was caused by last night's storm.
Aimer will be there sewing sails as well.
Okay.
With his sleight of hand, the fact his disguise kit, I'm sure, has a thread needle in it.
Oh, of course.
He'll be sitting there like sewing up patches in the sails, stuff like that to help out, make the mending easier. That's why he's grumpy, because he's sitting there, he's doing manual labor, and he is not a big fan of doing honest work.
The best part is because of your sleight of hand and your disguise kit training and all of the other stuff you've got, you're the best one to fix the sails.
And he still hates it because it's honest work.
Yep. That jives. So, gets to be about noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon before the sails get fixed. The sails get unfurled and catch the wind. The boat surges forward. You guys have lost 3 hours of travel due to the attack last night.
Amer decides to vent his frustration in the land of fishing.
In the land of fishing.
That's right.
Let's roll a survival check. You do not catch a fish.
Well, he's gonna sit there and grumpily stare at the water. He's gonna be like the stubborn old man who has his fishing pole there the entire time and just never leaves it.
So, me on my day off. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. What about the rest of you? What would you guys be doing this afternoon? Brennan?
Brennan's just upset that he's just on a boat in the middle of the ocean. And he got sick. And he got scared from these banshees. He still has the other, not having a great time. But he's gonna ask. I still have this dagger. Would you like me to, return that? You want that back?
Go.
Yeah, I do. I do want that back. Eric, was there anything left behind by these banshees when they died? How did they dissipate?
They blew
do they have
away on the
bodies, or-
wind.
Yeah.
All that's left of them is a memory.
Yeah, we need to find a way to. Yeah, we need to get your weapon enchanted somehow. I don't have a way to do that right now, but I'll work on it.
I mean,
I've got an idea. I just can't. I don't have
Amer
any way to
opens
do it right now.
Amer opens his cloak, and it's kind of like Neo from the original Matrix when he goes through the metal detector, and he's like, what do you need? He just kind of opens it up, and he's got scimitars, daggers, rapiers.
Well, I think what Brendan needs is a magical bow, and
Yes.
I think we need to enchant it somehow, and I think I can probably figure that out given enough time, but I don't have the right materials out here to see.
Yeah, I got
gonna
magical rapiers, scimitars, daggers, but I don't have a magical bow.
Yeah. Eric, is there a way to disenchant a weapon and pull
There
energy or
But-
essence out of?
have to be trained in doing it.
Yep.
And that comes as part of Eric's crafting book, which is coming eventually.
Okay.
TBD.
Yeah, I don't have a way to disenchant one of the weapons that we have in order to, push that energy into your bow. Give me some time. I think I have an idea, but I just don't have anything right here on the ship right now to do it. So I'll need the dagger back though. That if it wasn't a dragon's tooth, then you could have it. But I think I need that.
So I'll take that out of the equipment. All right,
Okay.
so we'll give him back the Dragger's dagger. And agreeing, if you get to a stop where there's any way that I can assist with doing what needs to be done to make the longbow specifically more powerful, that would help us all greatly, I think.
Yeah, I think we can do that. So out of character, when you cast your, what I do is I do my dragon's mark the same way you do your hunter's mark, and
Yeah.
when I cast it on a creature, I do it as a bonus action, and then I can use my action to attack. So if I get 2 attacks, 3 attacks, or whatever, I get that die 6. So always cast your hunter's mark first as a bonus action, and then do your attack. If the creature doesn't die, make sure to hit that creature the next turn. You don't have to use a bonus action on it. The mark is already
Right.
there. If it dies, then you use your bonus action. You don't cast it again. You just move it to the other guy.
Right.
Yeah, but always move it. If that thing's dead, always move it. Yeah, I think if we can get you to take in about 3 attacks on your action, and then find a way to get you a bonus attack, that'll be 4. I mean, that's a 4 extra die 6. So I think that's what we need to work on. We'll figure out a way to do that.
Yeah. Yep.
There's a
I agree.
scimitar of speed that will allow you to take an extra attack as a bonus action. So we need to develop a bow of speed.
Ooh, someone's got a goal.
Yeah.
I mean, I see a need. I'm going to try and fix it. So I think that's what we
Need
need. Is
for-
a bow of speed, and when he gets his 3rd attack, he's going to be killing stuff.
All right. So you guys have a wish list for a bow of speed. If only you guys were going to a town that has a very famous magic shop in it. Oof. So
Well, is it the one Raylar got launched out of?
no, that's a different one.
Okay. That was good times.
Yeah. So today passes uneventfully, other than fixing the sails. At some point, the 3 women from below deck will come on deck in order to get some fresh air. They will speak to no one. They will kill no one. They will return to Amer's quarters.
Amer's just fishing.
Can Jerry attempt to improve his telescope to maybe help improve his perception?
Sure. How would he improve his telescope?
I want to rummage through the captain's quarters and see if there's like any higher quality glass maybe in there. It's not as foggy.
Okay. Let's roll an investigation.
Speaking of that skill, there's not a
Wow. All right. So while using the telescope, we will go ahead and give you a +1 on your perception check.
Nice. Perfect. So I'll find a little thing like under some clothes, take it out and
Sure.
spit on it, kind of rub it on my shirt,
Yep.
and screw off the cap of the telescope and screw on my new lens.
All right. Yeah, just make note that you get +1 perception when using that telescope.
Got it.
Because it's not +1 perception without the telescope, it's just with the
Correct.
telescope.
Yes, sir. Just with the telescope.
Cool.
Sweet August Rose, after she gets done fixing the sails and all that, she'll actually approach Echo Rex again because he's smart.
She's smart.
Yeah. it's a rare commodity in this group. So she'll approach him and she'll just be like, "Hey, those things last night, the ghosts. Do you know what they were? Like,
Yeah, so they were drowned women. They were women that died at sea and never found their way, I guess, beyond this life. They never found their way to whatever their next stop was. They're trapped on this plane as ethereal beings, and they're pretty angry about it.
so it was like their soul?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if their soul is still with them, if they have any identity. I'm not sure. I mean, they're ghosts, basically.
If we destroyed them, did we release them or did we destroy them like permanently?
I don't know for sure. Eric, do we know? I mean, does Echo have a clue?
With your 26 religion, the manifestation of their existence will have been separated from the event, so they would be going on to the afterlife at this point. So yeah.
Yeah,
They're no
I
longer
think we,
stuck.
I think we did them a favor.
Okay, so we release them.
Yes.
I think so.
The hell.
Some of them.
She nods and she just that's good. Thank you for telling me
So
that.
you've never been real squirmish and worried about other creatures that we faced. These seem to bother you.
Well, not no, wasn't them. It was the one I was in front of. I knew her.
Emer goes, I can tell. You weren't exactly the
Sure.
quietest up there.
Are you sure about that? I mean, the chances of there being thousands, tens of thousands of these trapped souls in the water, and that you ran into one that you know, I mean, those odds are astronomical. Are you sure?
Her name was Nyrene. She was a deckhand on a ship called Carmen about 100 years ago.
You don't think you just saw something that you wanted to see?
No, I'm positive. She was a friend to a terrified, confused little girl, and when she didn't have to be, and she didn't deserve what happened to her.
Well, then you did her a favor. I mean, she's moved on then, right?
I mean, I wasn't sure, but yeah, no, thank you, Echo, for letting me know this. I appreciate it.
Sure.
She just kind of nods. She's gonna go sulk over on the Amarazi figure.
Sure.
Gonna sit there. She's gonna be pondering because yeah, Echo raises a good point. The odds are astronomical. Fucking destiny. What is? Oh God, destiny is that? It can't be real. No. Master Oogway was right.
Mr. Uguay. Yeah.
That's not his name, but but in a lot of ways, yeah, he's kind of like Master Oogway. But yeah, she just sits there and she's just thinking. She needs to think. She wants to get to the land. This boats fucking suck. I hate them.
Oh, not so bad.
Only bad things happen on boats.
Yeah, Brennan agrees.
Hey, I caught a fish. That was great. What are you talking about?
You caught a fish.
When will we be on land anyway?
2 days. I
3.5
think.
days.
Yeah, let's
Let's start scooting.
yeah, let's see if we can get moving, because yeah, we've got some things we want to try and do.
All right.
Let's see, yeah.
So-
Brennan's not the other one who needs weapon upgrades.
Cool. So as you guys continue sailing along, it's going to get to be evening again. Is there anything you guys want to do before sunset?
Wait. Oh, go ahead, Brennan.
No, it's just simply how we're going to handle tonight, given what happened last night. Are there
Emer goes,
is there
I have first
foreshadowing
watch.
forms?
Jerry has read pirate books, so he wants to tie a rope that's connected to the center mast, the top where the boat is. So if need be for quick movement, he wants to attempt to swing from that to the front of the boat.
Okay.
And he will test this theory right now.
Please roll an athletics check.
Yeah, that's no way. that's
Pants
gonna-
on or off?
At the moment, they're off because it's still part of his morning routine to air it out, to keep the smell down.
To keep the smell down. Gerald, you successfully swing from the stern of the ship to the front of the ship. pulling your best Errol Flynn.
Great. And so he's, no pants on, captain's hat, the feather of the captain's hat just like whistling in the wind as he goes by. And then with a big smirk on his face, he'll walk back to the front where the wheel is, and he's going to kind of tie it to the railing right around there in case he needs it.
So, according to canon, there is now a rope that allows you to perform an athletics check to go from the steering wheel of the ship to the front of the ship.
Emer
Just
is
what-
literally going to be sitting on at his fishing pole or fishing line until the sun goes down. What's up before he reels it in? He's just be that stubborn about it.
Okay.
Sure that he can catch a fish.
Okay. Roll another survival check, please. You will catch the lamest little puffer fish ever.
Amer lets it go, hoping no one saw what he caught.
Okay. Dirty Frank walks by. Uh-huh.
You saw nothing, Frank.
I saw nothing.
Good man.
Yep. Other than that little fish you let go.
Do we have words, Frank?
What words? I didn't see anything.
Exactly.
Exactly. All right. So the next evening comes and goes. The ladies will switch who's driving the ship as Mael comes up to relieve Malvika. You guys set up watch, or how do you guys want to handle it tonight?
Amer will take first watch each night because he's going to be stubbornly fishing the whole time until like the sun goes down anyway. So,
All right.
Yeah, Echo
Cool.
will do the second watch.
All right, Brennan can do last.
All right. Cool.
Do the last with Brendan.
All right. Let's go ahead and get perception checks for starting with Amer. Amer with a 13 tonight. You're able to keep track of the stars, keep the boat directed in the right direction. You will catch a glimpse of several glowing shapes under the surface of the water. They are very deep, though, a good 150 feet beneath the surface.
Amer's like, man, one day I'm going to catch those fish. He looks at whatever sailors nearby. He's like, hey, do you think I can catch one of those fish one of these days?
They look down. Not likely.
Oh,
That's not fish.
What is it?
Oh, those are the mermaids.
Hold on. Which are they like the legends were like half fish, half human?
Yeah.
Which half is which?
Front half is fish.
The bottom half is human?
Uh-huh.
Amer gets like a glint in his eyes, like, I need a longer fishing line.
Oh God.
He goes, you don't want to catch one of those. They've got magical powers. That's why they glow at night. It's a natural warning to not fish them up.
I learn how to speak merperson then. No, that'll help.
Aquan? Frank knows how to speak Aquan.
Is Frank awake?
Frank is not awake at this point in time.
All right, well then, Amer's like, I need to learn how to speak that. I'll talk to Frank in the morning. See, if he, give me some lessons on how to flirt with them. I've never slept with a mermaid before.
If that's internal conversation, great.
No,
if it's
no.
not internal
Amer says that aloud.
Jameson looks over at you. I think you just need to get laid.
No, that happens enough. We don't need to go into that. It ends bad a lot.
Uh-huh. And he will go about his business ignoring you. So, other than that, you spend your shift uneventful. Can I get a perception check from Echo Rex?
something real quick. I've got advantage for some reason. But sometimes I have advantage. The shield. Let me look at the shield real quick. I don't remember. What was special about the shield? Oh, while holding the shield, you have advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks. Okay.
So, you will also see these trailing light sources beneath the ship. They follow the ship for a good hour or so, kind of just tracking you guys to make sure you leave the territory. But they don't attack you guys.
Okay. How many are there?
A good 20 or 30.
Okay. All right.
All right. Then we get over to Brennan and Gerald. Cool. You guys don't see these glowing shapes underneath the boat because they left you guys once you guys left their area. But during the day, you will see another protectorate ship off to the north of you guys. It will signal towards you guys, and they throw out a whole bunch of flags over the side of the ship.
I
Do
would like
any
to
of
ask
you
some
guys
of the
understand
pirates.
semaphore?
Did you ask if we speak? Say that again.
Understand semaphore?
No, but I
Never heard of
imagine
that
the.
language.
No, but I imagine
Sailors?
Macarena or whatever her name is.
Frank or Dirty Boy.
They
Velveeta.
Macarena.
Alvika does, and Dirty Frank does. Kaden also does.
Yeah.
I'll ask Macarena if she knows what that means.
A Macarena. Okay. She's going to go over to one of the telescopes and look over the side, and she reads it as Amarazi's revenge. You have been acknowledged. Continue sailing east.
So, yeah, let's just put our flag over the side of the ship as well. Just
You
to
are not.
acknowledge
You are
it.
not awake, Echo.
Oh,
You're not awake, Echo.
I'm not awake yet. Okay.
So
no,
Jerry
not yet.
gets to Jerry and Brennan get to decide.
This
whether
is
we
Jen
can
and
get
Brennan
back.
getting to do something.
Well, Brennan has no idea, so he asked Frank, what should we do? What they said we can go. Do we have to respond?
Nah, man, we can just keep going. It's usually rare that they let us go like this. Guess they must be busy doing something else.
I would like to send the equivalent flag back that says "Thanks, bruh."
Thanks, bro. All right. The
Or like
This-
"Received, thank you."
Oh,
Equivalent
message-
of that.
okay. Thanks, bro is going to get a different response. A message
Yeah.
received. Thank. The ship will pull up their flags and sail away without messing with you guys.
Come sail away. Come sail away.
All right.
Thought of sail away, sail away.
No, sticks better. I guess this whole time, Sweet August, she's pulled out the stone of something or other. What's it called?
Chronicles.
Chronicles.
Yep.
And she's going to update it with her story.
Okay.
And while she's in there, she's actually going to be going over her time on Carmen, and talking to that one sailor. Just going over those memories. And that's what she's been doing for like the last day.
All right. Cool. Well, the next day will dawn. You guys have gotten a long rest. Go ahead and negate your levels of exhaustion if you had one, as this last night was very restful. Nothing really happened.
What are the chances that something would happen again?
Same as you running into a random banshee Indian.
Destiny isn't real.
Destiny is real. All right.
My
Is there anything you guys want to do today other than update the Stone of Chronicles?
I would like to have my invisible compatriot, my unseen servant.
Yep.
If I see Aimer attempt to fish, I would
Yep.
like my unseen servant to attempt to fish next to Aimer to try to trigger him by an invisible force catching a fish before Aimer does.
They
Awesome.
will be doing all day fishing again.
All right.
Because you got,
I need just a straight D20 because unseen servants don't get any stats in survival.
Perfectly okay with that.
I'm totally taking skilled and grabbing proficiency in skilled in the survival now.
Damn it.
The unseen servant will not catch a fish, unfortunately.
Well, Aimer though, let's find out.
Let's roll the survival. Neither will Aimer.
Yeah, they're both two.
I imagine like Aimer's talking to the invisible unseen servant.
He sees the fishing line there. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna get this fish before you do."
They're not biting today, huh?
I don't know what you said, but I feel it in my soul.
Oh,
you see like the fishing pole bob up and down like it's acknowledging you.
Oh man. So that's what Aimer and the Unseen Servant do all day long.
Yep.
Which means that Gerald, you will be busy every 10 minutes or so re-upping Unseen Servant.
Yeah, I'm doing this like I'm not paying attention to any of my surroundings because I think this is so amusing that I'm just
Absolutely.
sitting Indian style on the boat, just watching Aimer and the Unseen Servant fish together.
Gotcha. All right. So that's them being busy for the day. Brennan, what are you doing today?
I think instead of Brennan being all pissed off today about being in the middle of the ocean and not knowing anything, he's gonna go ask Frank, say, you know, I don't know much about boats. Maybe today I can tag along with you and you can show me some basic sailorship.
Sure. Yeah. Well, first, wood floats. And we got a lot of wood on this ship. And he starts going off of the super basics. And we'll eventually get a little bit more technical on how to sail the ship itself. So, can I get you to roll an intelligence check to learn how to sail the ship? Just straight intelligence. There we go. Awesome. He's a horrible teacher. That, or you didn't learn it, but unfortunately we have not progressed towards getting proficiency in sea vehicles yet.
Brennan doesn't understand the science that wood floats. It's a hard concept for him to grasp.
Keeps thinking it's witches that float, not wood.
Ducks float.
This all must be magic. That's the only way to explain this.
All
That's
right.
a reasonable assumption.
Nautical sciences.
Yeah, we talk about displacement volumes and yeah. All right. And then Echo Rex. You're the only one I haven't checked in with.
So
What do you-
Echo's going to go below decks, and he's going to go find the blood mages, the blood.
Oh,
Aimer's
the daughters of
blood.
Rosaba? Okay.
Yeah, the Aimer's blood harem.
Blood bitches. You can say it.
Yeah, and he's gonna address them and say he's gonna show them the essence extractor. And he's gonna
Okay.
say he's gonna ask, I don't know which one's the leader or if any of them stand out other than
All right.
the other one, and say, do y'all understand how this works and what it is?
They look at you and will simply nod.
I understand you work in blood magic. So, do you pull energy and magic out of blood and then redirect it? Is that what you do?
One of them stands up and walks towards you. Amber, you're on deck right now fishing?
I'm fishing, yeah.
The woman walks towards you and pulls off a glove, exposing porcelain white hands, and she reaches down towards you, Echo Rex. She bends at the waist to meet you at the eyes and goes, "Would you like to find out?" As she holds her hand an inch from your face.
So, how big is this room?
Oh, let's say it's 10 foot by 10 foot. Little bedroom.
Yep. So I'll cast my. I'll subtly cast my frightful presence,
Okay.
and so that my eyes start to glow with fire. Smoke starts to come boiling out of my mouth, and my voice starts to rumble the walls and the furniture in the room. And I'll tell her to proceed.
Okay.
And I'm trying to intimidate her, so if she has any ill will, she'll think twice about it.
She smiles. The little dragon roars. It's not your time yet, little thing. She's not intimidated, and she will not be goaded.
So I hold up the essence extractor and I ask her, I say, can you charge this or not?
She looks at it. Charge it with what?
With blood magic.
No, that is not how that device works.
Well, it was worth a try. Okay. Guess I'm not going to get anything out of them. All right, I'll go back up.
The woman who tried to threaten you is the youngest of the three, and she goes back and sits back on the bed, putting her glove back on.
Yeah, I'll go back up topside, I guess.
All right. By the way, I do have this lovely AI generated art that's pretty cool. We'll show you that.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. That's AI?
Yep. Took a lot of work to get that. Now the bubble laser is back. I'm going to be working with her to get a lot more art done.
Yeah, that's cool.
So,
Damn,
all right.
she's stumped.
Yeah, she's really stacked. Yeah,
You-
the
you-
daughters
you-
are absolutely stacked. Yes.
You think Amers have ugly have ugly, like, I don't want to say servants, but ugly people?
Yeah.
No, I mean, not about I'm not.
This says Amer. Amer would be like, whoa.
Look,
whoa,
I'm just
whoa.
saying, it's a good thing she's some sort of weird mystic, assassin or something, because that probably helps her deal with the back pain.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're going to end for tonight here because I don't have enough time to get you through the next set of encounters. But we will pick up next week. Hopefully, Madison will be back by then, and we can go ahead and have Cecilia's expression of disappointment in the sales being ruined and how hurt her fingers are after having spent all day fixing the sails.